Made Galpin Ford the largest volume Ford dealer in the world. The same approach applies to every Galpin brand, all 12 of them. You design your buying experience. Do it all online with at-home delivery. Shop online and pick up your new car in person, or come to Galpin Ford off the 405 at Roscoe and experience the world-class treatment that thousands receive every month. It starts at Galpin.com.
This is Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck. On your home for LA Dodgers baseball.
Leading you to Dodgers and Marlins on this Wednesday afternoon, it's the return of Tony Gonsolin. 621 days since his last outing back from Tommy John surgery. He'll be on the mound. First pitch coming up at 12:10.
Hot dogs here. Not a ball game without a hot dog. Who wants a hot dog?
It's time for the Hoffy Magical Moment.
It's magical.
It was magical.
Presented by Hoffy Hot Dogs.
We go back to July 15th, 2017. The Dodgers, after the All-Star break in Miami, taking on the Marlins. A day in which Cody Bellinger became just the 9th player in Dodger history to hit for the cycle.
And he drills one into right field, and it gets over the head of Stanton. Now here's Bellinger on his way to second. Bellinger on his way to third. Will he get the cycle? Yes! Cody Bellinger, what hasn't he done this year? He hits for the cycle. 4 for 4 to begin the 7th inning.
Cody Bellinger becomes the 9th player in Dodger history to hit for the cycle. The franchise's first rookie to hit for the cycle. He singled in the first, hit a 2-run home run in the third, added an RBI double in the fourth, and as you just heard, his second career triple on the first pitch in the 7th inning past Giancarlo Stanton, who slides into third base for the cycle. Cody Bellinger back in 2017. This Hoffy Magical Moment brought to you by Hoffy Hot Dogs. Hoffy, SoCal's local treasure for nearly 100 years. Hoffy Hot Dogs, local. It's so great. When we continue here on Dodgers on Deck, we will check in on Rick Monday, and we got your Prize Picks double play of the day. That's all coming up to lead you up to Dodgers and Marlins. I'm Tim Cates, world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
AM 570.
LA's best sports talk.
The real home of the Dodgers.
Hey, this is Adrian Gonzalez. Daniels Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the Trip Around the Diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Daniels is giving every fan a voucher for a free team bracelet and $50 off any $99 purchase. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball to get your voucher. That's danielsjewelers.com/baseball. You can redeem at any of the 100 Daniels Jewelers stores nationwide. Own the dream with Daniels Jewelers.
Universal Studios Hollywood proudly presents Universal FanFest Nights, an immersive fan experience in the worlds you love.
Really? Which worlds?
Your favorite fandoms like
Star Trek?
all aboard the USS Enterprise.
Back to the Future?
Hill Valley awaits your
Dungeons and Dragons?
Waterdeep is open for business.
Yeah!
Hello? Really go to the worlds you love, like Star Trek, Back to the Future, Dungeons and Dragons, and more, all in one place. Every event night at Universal FanFest Nights. Select nights starting April 25th at Universal Studios Hollywood.
We want to remind you that every time the Dodgers win, Cars for Kids wins because we're making a donation. And you should too. Donate that old car to Cars for Kids now. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS today, and they'll pick up your car as soon as tomorrow. It's the quickest, easiest way to get rid of your unused vehicle. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go to carsforkids.org. That's 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go to carsforkids.org. Remember, that's Cars with a K.
This day in Dodger history.
Place in history? Got that.
April 30th, 1940. The Dodgers tie a major league record for consecutive wins to start a season, as their no-hit 3-0 victory over the Reds marks their 9th straight win to start the 1940 season. As we reflect on the past, it's important to plan for the future. Empower yourself and empower your family. Start the conversation about aging and find resources at aging.ca.gov. This is Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck. On your home for the blue all season long.
Dodgers and Marlins on this Wednesday. Tony Gonsolin makes his return. First pitch coming up at 12:10.
Got him with the 2-for-1.
Hard shot to third. Throws to second on the first double play.
This is the Prize Picks double play of the day.
Join me and millions of other baseball fans playing daily fantasy sports at Prize Picks. It's so easy to play. Just download the free Prize Picks app, and when you sign up for free, use the code GOBLUE. You're going to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's the code GOBLUE at Prize Picks. You just pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 2,000 times your cash. Strikeouts, walks, RBIs, singles, doubles, first inning runs. You pick more or less at Prize Picks. It's so easy to play and so fun to play as you're enjoying the game. So join me with the code GOBLUE at Prize Picks. Here's my 2 picks today. Shohei Ohtani, he's heating up, folks. More or less a half a hit. Come on. I'm going to say more than a half a hit for Shohei Ohtani. Freddie Freeman, more or less a half a hit. They scored 15 runs on 18 hits last night. They may not do that again, but I got a feeling Freddie Freeman's going to get on base. More than a half a hit for Freddie Freeman and more than a half a hit for Shohei Ohtani. Again, sign up, use the code GOBLUE at Prize Picks. Run your game.
And now, joined by David Vassay, here's LA Dodgers broadcaster and World Series champion Dodger, Rick Monday.
Rick, it's the much anticipated return of Tony Gonsolin, and the Dodgers kind of need him back.
Well, they need him back, and they need some innings. Here's the deal, as we talked about it last night again. And for Dustin May, went 5 1/3. Okay, fine. But that meant that 4 1/3 innings are covered again by the bullpen, with that game going 10 innings in last night's game. So if we look at the last 7 games, the bullpen has had to supplement the starting rotation by 34 innings of work. And they're going to get a workout today. There's no question about it. How long Gonsolin will go, we'll find out. Probably not stretch it more. I would imagine there's a pitch count and maybe a maximum as far as the number of innings.
The one thing Gonsolin told us on Monday when we spoke to him is that he doesn't have any new pitches, Rick. Mm-hmm. What he's learned is, watching the game for the last year and a half, is that he's got to be better at attacking the strike zone.
Well, if he attacks the strike zone, that's a leg up on a lot of pitchers who are pitching from behind and trying to do things. I mean, Tony Gonsolin understands how to pitch. If you look at the fact, here's the other part. It has been 20 months since Tony Gonsolin has competed at the major league level because of injuries and because of the surgery. The first thing he has to do is understand, okay, I'm back on the mound. I understand what this is like. I've been here before. Fight the emotions, because I'll tell you what, there's going to be adrenaline going. I mean, it's been 20 months since he's been out there and being able to compete at this level. That is a big, big burden to get over with, and hopefully he settles in very quickly.
When you look at some of the Dodger hitters, Rick, Max Muncy told me yesterday he feels like he's starting to get closer to being the Max Muncy that we know. Yeah. Have you seen that as well?
I mentioned 3 days ago in the pregame show that I thought his batting practice session was getting better and better and better. That doesn't mean you're going to be guaranteed hits in a ballgame. I think back, I've experienced it myself, where maybe you have a really good batting practice session and you go for 5. Or maybe it's the opposite direction. You don't have a good batting practice session and you go 3 for 4. There's no guarantee, but I like the fact that Max Muncy is taking better, not only batting practice, but better approaches. And by that I'm talking about not trying to pull the ball all the time, because what are pitchers trying to do? They're trying to keep the ball away from him because they know he can drive it if he gets a hold of it. So if he goes to power to left center field, slightly the opposite way for a left-handed batter, he'll stay on the ball a little bit longer. He has a tendency to pull off the ball, as we see Shohei Ohtani now over the last couple of weeks has been pulling off the ball.
Ohtani talks about posture, Rick. Does that resonate with you? Is that something that other
posture
hitters
is
think?
Fine. He has an unusual stance to begin with, and you have to be extremely strong to have the stance initially, because his hands are almost shoulder height and out away from his body a good foot and a half. You have to be strong to start from that position to begin with. I couldn't do it. I don't know how many people could do it. But his posture is all well and good. But where is he finishing up? He's finishing up a lot facing the first base dugout. For a left-handed batter, first base dugout, or even the on-deck circle for the visiting team on the first base side, that's pulling off the ball too much.
Here's something for you, Rick. Do we take for granted that this guy had labrum surgery on his left shoulder? How much do you believe that's still a residual effect of just everything?
I think we take for granted that he's going to hit a home run each and every time he goes to home plate. People don't leave their seats.
Yeah.
Vendors don't move when Ohtani is coming up. Yeah, whether it be here at Dodger Stadium or somewhere else, that's just a fact, Jack. That's what we see.
Yeah, everybody has their camera phones up, too, when he comes to the plate.
Yeah, there's a few million photos that have already been taken this year.
Thanks, Rick. We'll look forward to seeing you on the plane tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow, bright and early.
All right, be there. We'll send it back to you in the studio, Tim.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. That's the Dodgers game plan. What's your game plan? How about starting your future at a California community college? Financial aid's available to help you with tuition, books, and sometimes even the rent. It's time to take that next big step. Classes can fill up quickly, so enroll today at icangotocollege.com. Still to come here on Dodgers on Deck, we got a preview of this pitching matchup as Tony Gonsolin makes his return. Tim and Rick will have the keys to the game. But up next, go high and tight with former Dodger manager Joe Torre. Dodgers, Marlins, first pitch at 12:10. I'm Tim Cases, world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
LA's best sports star.
That's a good endorsement there.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Did you know that every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care? It's a no-cost maintenance plan that covers all normal factory-scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. All work is performed by factory-trained technicians using genuine Toyota parts. Toyota Care will keep your new Toyota running like, well, a Toyota. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Everything you need to find your perfect Toyota is right at your fingertips at Toyota.com. Explore our full lineup of vehicles. Compare features side by side. Search our available inventory. You can even find the best local offers. Everything you need is just a few clicks away on Toyota.com. So for your next Toyota car, truck, or SUV, just visit Toyota.com. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
If you've been injured in an accident, Jacoby & Myers will go to bat for you and fight for the justice you deserve. With over 50 years of experience in the field and the trust of tens of thousands of clients, Jacoby & Myers has the winning record you want on your side. Jacoby & Myers handles every case with the same level of care, and your case matters at Jacoby & Myers, the official law firm of the Los Angeles Dodgers. For a free consultation, call 1-800-5-MILLION today. Jacoby & Myers, let the big league lawyers fight for you.
Welcome back to Talking Snack Radio. Big news, Bob.
Let's hear it.
When the Dodgers steal a base, fans get a free AM/PM hot dog and 12-ounce slim Coca-Cola with the AM/PM app.
That's right, Mike. This is a real game changer.
More like a life changer.
Help.
This is the MVP of promos.
Better start carrying my mustard bottle around.
Slide into free snacks with the official convenience store of the Dodgers. AM/PM. Too much good stuff. Only 1,000 deals available per game on the AM/PM app for 24 hours through September 28th. Only at participating AM/PM stores while supplies last.
Hope. It's more than a word. It's a breakthrough in the making. At City of Hope, we're pushing the boundaries of science, targeting cancer at the molecular level, with teams of experts working together to personalize a treatment plan right down to your DNA with unprecedented speed, making every second count, with appointments in as little as 24 hours. City of Hope, advancing cancer care at life-saving speed. Learn more at cityofhope.org.
Mookie cues it, right side of the infield, picked up by Rizzo. He's going to have to take it himself. Nobody was covering the bag.
Join us at Dodger Stadium for Mookie Betts Bobblehead Night, presented by Security Benefit on Tuesday, May 13th versus the Oakland A's. The first 40,000 fans in attendance will take home a Mookie Betts bobblehead commemorating one of the most exciting first base plays in Dodger playoff history.
And that is how the Dodgers break through.
For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
As we were saying,
this is Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck on the official home of LA Dodgers baseball.
It's the Dodgers and the Marlins. Tony Gonsolin makes his return. We'll dive deeper into the pitching matchup coming up. Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Zenshi Sushi. Handcrafted sushi made fresh on-site daily by professionally trained sushi chefs with precision, passion, and a tradition you can trust. They got it all. tuna rolls, salmon rolls, tempura shrimp rolls, poke bowls. They got them there fresh for you at Ralph's near the deli counter. Pick up one today. Enjoy a little baseball with some Zenshi handcrafted sushi. It's the best. Always fast, fresh, and easy.
David Vassegh. And now, what will likely be Vassegh fielding insults from a Dodger player.
It's an engagement of endearment.
This is High and Tight.
All right, Tim, we are joined by one of my all-time favorite Italian-Americans. Tommy Lasorda used to say, I like him because I'm Italian, not because he's Italian. And with my mom being born in Trieste, Italy, obviously we have a strong connection to any great Italian-Americans who have built this country, no doubt about it. He is fifth all-time in wins as a manager. Can you believe there's only one person on this earth that can say he had 2,000 hits as a player and at least 2,000 wins as a manager? He's a batting champion. He's a 2-time manager of the year. He's a 9-time All-Star. And more importantly, he's a champion, a 4-time World Series champion with the Yankees. And that is former Dodger manager Joe Torre. Joe, great to have you. And, man, it is awesome to have you back in Los Angeles.
David, it's great coming back. When I left the Yankees and I had the opportunity to come out here, you don't know really what to expect. But the one thing I did learn when I came out here is the passion the fans have, and the Dodgers really have a following that was so reassuring for me.
Joe, before we get back into baseball, I definitely want to shine a light on the reason why you are back in Los Angeles. It's your annual Joe Torre Safe at Home Gala, which is coming up this Thursday. And this is a special one because the proceeds benefit Safe at Home's Margaret's Place. And with the fires that have displaced not only families but students, a lot of these proceeds are going to help build a Safe at Home at the Sears building on 3rd Street Promenade for all those Pali High kids and the kids that are affected from K through 12.
Well, it was so devastating. It was so frightening. And then to see the result, and of course, last time I was here, we went out to Pali High to, just hang out with the baseball team, and Billy Crystal was nice enough to come out and join me, and we had a little chat with the baseball team, because it's devastating. All of a sudden, you're a young man, you're going to school, you're playing on the baseball team, and all of a sudden your school is gone. But the one thing about it, and Billy and I did stress to the team, that really unites you together, and you rely on each other, because it's tough going through life by yourself. And I think the team concept really was magnified at this point in time. But I'm just pleased now that we were able to do some good and go out and talk to the kids at Pali, and it was great that they were able to, have a Margaret's Place. Margaret's Place, obviously, is named after my mom, and be there for the kids, because that's our future, David, as you know. And, we're pleased to do it, and I'm very touched that, that it's been received so well in the L.A. area. We have more Margaret's Places in schools here in Los Angeles than we do in New York, and that's where we originally got started.
That's really special. 18 Margaret's Places in the area of Southern California, Los Angeles. And to support this great cause that Joe Torre started in honor of his mother, go to joetorre.org. They are trying to help those that were displaced, those kids that were displaced by the fires in Altadena and the Pacific Palisades. Joe Torre is our guest. And Joe, since you're with us, I got to ask you, there's been so much hype around the Dodgers, and there's been so much talk about trying to do something that only your Yankees have done in the last 25 years, and that's repeat as champions. What does it take to repeat as world champions in Major League Baseball?
That's a great question, David. You set your goals, and, when you finally, achieve winning a World Series, I can't say you celebrate it all the time, but if you say you reach the top of the mountain and you sort of exhale it's so important to realize that you have to validate that, and you still have to go and start all over again the next spring and realize that, you have to prove that what you did last year was not a fluke. I think once you stop to admire what you've accomplished, you stop doing it. And I had a good group, obviously, that just never got tired of winning and just felt an obligation to go out there and try to get back to the top of the mountain again.
Being around these Dodgers, it doesn't seem like there's complacency, Joe, but it is a long regular season to even get to October. How did you treat the 162-game marathon the following year?
Well, you go and, you've got the great manager, Dave Roberts, who, he always has that half-full attitude, the glass half full. You really have to find a way to get things done. You can't dwell on things you don't have. You just have to, accentuate the things you do have. My first year, we lost David Cohn early in the year. He had an aneurysm, and I remember Don Zimmer saying to me, if we lose Cohn, we're in big trouble. But you have to find a way to move on. That's the nature of the beast. You work for 6-7 weeks in spring training, get ready for the season, and you owe it to yourself, you owe it to your team, and you owe it to the fans to go out there and find a way to get it done. And Dave Roberts is that guy in my mind, even though I didn't like him very much when he stole second base back in 2004. But I got over that. I finally got over that, by the way. And it's,
how many years later?
I still have wake. I still wake in the middle of the night sometimes, but I'm able to roll over. So, but it's not easy to do. Once you get to the top of the mountain, everybody's shooting at you, and they always put on their Sunday best when they play you because they know it's a feather in their cap. If they beat the Dodgers and they're the world champs. So it's just something that, you've got to, have a strong backbone and understand nobody's going to feel sorry for you, so you better get out there and work hard.
Great wisdom from experience from one of the great men to ever put on the uniform as a player or a manager, and that is the one and only Joe Torre. Joe, thank you so much for the time, and, man, thank you again for doing what you're doing in Los Angeles. The Safe at Home Gala is on Thursday. If you'd like to attend or donate to a great cause that is helping so many kids out there, go to joetorre.org. I'm telling you, 9-time All-Star, people only bring up what he did as a manager. He was a great player, catcher, third baseman, batting champ, the one and only Joe Torre.
All right, thank you, David. Thank you, Joe Torre. Check out his foundation, all the great work that he is doing in the community. Great to hear from the former skipper, Hall of Famer, no doubt. Dodgers Baseball is brought to you by Shakey's Pizza Parlor, the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game day, it's group day at Shakey's.com. We're leading up to first pitch on this Wednesday. Dodgers and Marlins up next. We'll dive deeper into this pitching matchup. Don't go anywhere. I'm Tim Case. It's the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570 LA Sports.
For over 35 years, Zenshi has been perfecting the art of handcrafted sushi. Each roll, a masterpiece, is made fresh daily with precision, passion, and a tradition you can taste. Now, experience Zenshi's legendary sushi conveniently located at your local supermarket. Perfect for when you need a quality meal on the go. Lunch, dinner, a ball game? Grab Zenshi handcrafted sushi and enjoy exceptional flavor in every bite. Zenshi handcrafted sushi, fast, fresh, and easy. Pick up today at Ralph's and other local supermarkets near the deli counter.
I can live my dreams.
I can rewrite my story.
I can create a future I look forward to.
When you enroll at a California community college, you open the door to unlimited possibilities. Whether you want to transfer to a 4-year university or earn an associate degree, financial aid and hundreds of career programs are here to help make it all happen.
I can do this.
It's time to take control of your future. Classes can fill up quickly, so enroll today at icangotocollege.com.
Hey, Dodger fans. In the game of life, with its home runs, curveballs, and strikes, the LA County Department of Mental Health has you covered.
If you ever feel anxious, overwhelmed, or need immediate help, we're here for you. The Department of Mental Health offers free emotional support, service referrals, and crisis counseling. Call our 24/7 helpline at 1-800-854-7771. That's 1-800-854-7771. Or visit dmh.lacounty.gov.
Protect your home and property now. Start at the house and work your way out. Harden your home with fire-resistant upgrades to better protect it from the threat of wildfire. Create defensible space by clearing away dead vegetation within 100 feet of your home. Pay special attention to the first 5 feet surrounding your home and other structures on your property. Learn more from CAL FIRE on what it means to be ready at readyforwildfire.org.
This is Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck. On your home for LA Dodgers baseball.
Dodgers and Marlins on this Wednesday, final game of this 3-game set. Dodgers going for the sweep, sitting atop the NL West in first place. First pitch coming up at 12:10.
And now, before the Dodgers hit the diamond, we look at the pitching matchup.
Presented by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Work hard and play hard in a new Tacoma with an iForce turbocharged engine. It's a truck built for the bold. See your Toyota dealer today. They make it easy. Cal Quantrill on the mound for the Marlins, 2-2 with a 7.83 ERA. 30-year-old right-hander, a veteran in his 7th season now in the big leagues. Padres, Guardians, Rockies last year, and now his first season with the Miami Marlins, making his 6th start of the season. Last time out, 5 2/3 innings, 4 runs, 5 hits, 5 strikeouts, and a win over the Mariners. Dodgers have certainly seen him since he's pitched in the division with both the Padres and the Rockies. It's the return, though, of the Catman, Tony Gonsolin. Welcome back, Tony Gonsolin, the 30-year-old right-hander, his 7th season in the big leagues, but he hasn't pitched since August 18th, 2023. Against these same Marlins. He gave up 10 earned runs and then went on the injured list, and then 2 weeks later had Tommy John surgery. He missed all of last season. Gonsolin, of course, a National League All-Star, went 16-1 with a 2.14 ERA in 2022. 2023, before the injury, 20 starts, went 8-5 with a sub-5 ERA, but just wasn't right. Was out there pitching and giving it his all, but just didn't look like the same Tony Gonsolin from 2022. In his rehab in AAA Oklahoma City this year, 4 starts, going 1-1 with the 3.21 ERA and 16 strikeouts. Tony Gonsolin facing the Marlins for the 3rd time in his career. He's 0-1 with a 10.38 ERA and 5 strikeouts. So the Catman is back. Number 26 with a shaved head, full beard, ready to go. The Catman will be on the prowl as the Dodgers take on the Marlins. We're 15 minutes away from first pitch. Keys to the game are next. I'm Tim Case, the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
It never ends. Dodger coverage morning till night. This is AM 570 LA Sports.
Steve Sachs here, and I've been telling you about Alignment Health Plan. Now that I've turned 65, I'm a proud member. Before I enrolled, I did my homework, compared health plans, and Alignment was hands down the one for me. Enrolling was simple with no pressure at all. If you're turning 65 or need a change, call Alignment for personal one-on-one guidance. Visit alignmenthealthplan.com today. That's alignmenthealthplan.com.
Ford employs the most American auto workers in the U.S. They also assemble the most vehicles in the U.S. Ford's commitment to America is not a coincidence, but a proud choice. And Ford is showing everyone that commitment is more important than ever right now.
Ford is offering employee pricing on all Ford.
You pay what Ford employees pay.
Now is the time to get into that Ford you've been eyeing.
Take advantage of employee pricing while you can.
Ford.
From America, for America.
When it's game on, it's time for Shakey's Pizza, Chicken, and Mojo's. The triple play of flavor. With meal deal packages to feed any size group. Everyone loves Shakey's classic thin crust pizza, golden fried chicken, and crispy Mojo potatoes. Get it to go at Shakey's.com or watch the game at your local Shakey's with an ice cold pitcher of beer, piping hot pizza, and a mountain of Mojos. Share the good times at Shakey's today.
And this ball is fair and gone. Shohei Ohtani unloads
Join us for Star Wars Night at Dodger Stadium on Wednesday, May 14th versus the Athletics. Receive an exclusive Dodger Stadium Star Wars Death Star bubble with the purchase of a special ticket package. May the 14th be with you. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions. This is Morongo Casino, Dodgers on deck. On your home for the Blue all season long.
Dodgers and Marlins wrapping up this homestand. Dodgers going for the sweep over Miami. Tony Gonsolin back 621 days after making his last start and Tommy John surgery. When the boys in blue play at home, it's important they have the right plan to protect their house, and they have done so on this homestand. The same applies to your home. Always have a plan and follow fire safety tips. For example, before setting up a campfire, make sure to get a permit from CAL FIRE and check local restrictions. Know how to properly set up a campfire and extinguish it using the drown, stir, and feel method. Always have a water supply and a shovel nearby to extinguish your campfire. For more about these tips and to find out others, visit fire.ca.gov. All right, before first pitch, we head back out to the booth. Tim Neverett, Rick Monday, guys.
Tim, thanks again. We count you down to the first pitch of this ball game this afternoon as the Dodgers take on the Miami Marlins. Marlins 12-17, the Dodgers 20-10. And the story pitching-wise is Tony Gonsolin. The key to the game is going to be how Tony Gonsolin fares here in his first major league appearance in 621 days.
It's amazing. And for Gonsolin, he was on the right track until spring training. Lower back tightness set his debut back for this season. But you start to look at it, you go back to 2022, National League All-Star team member, and made 24 starts, went 16-1. And back in there, we'll see Ani has the control of that split finger fastball. That's the big pitch, but he needs to throw strikes and get ahead of hitters.
Well, when he was going well before the surgery, before he got injured in August of 2023, when you look at his career ERA, just from 2019 to 2022, with a minimum of 250 innings pitched, he was in the top 3 in ERA. Jacob deGrom and Justin Verlander tied for the top spot. Tony Gonsolin was next at 251.
And for Dodgers today, from a hitting standpoint, Quantrill does not throw particularly hard. His fastball has been hit at 356 batting average against, and he's given up way more hits than innings pitched.
Out of Stanford, son of Paul Quantrill, former Dodger. Cal Quantrill, 2-2 and a 7.83 ERA pitching for the Marlins. Marlins and Dodgers line up in first pitch just around the corner, Tim.
All right, big day for Tony Gonsolin. August 18th, 2023, the last time he was on the mound in a big league game against these same Miami Marlins. Surgery, rehab, a long road back for the Catman, but he has found his way back home to Dodger Stadium, and he's on the mound next. Dodgers, Marlins, enjoy it, everybody. It's been Morongo Casino, Dodgers on Deck. I'm Tim Cates. It's the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
That's it! It's a World Series win for LA! They've done it!
World champions once again, my friend.
World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers.
This is just the beginning of this team's title window.
Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way. Yeah.
This has been Morongo Casino, Dodgers on Deck on the world champion Dodgers Audio Network.
You either with me or against me, though. Living out their dream. They've added even more.
Now we go for 2 in a row.
Win, 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 win. Yeah. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win.
In the backyard and dreaming about this moment.
Start chasing that chip. Stop. Win, 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 win.
This has been Morongo Casino, Dodgers on Deck, the MVP for fun, food, and good times. Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Superior Grocers.
Quality, variety, and value.
Shakey's Pizza.
Get more meal for deal at Shakey's.com.
And by Estrella Jalisco.
Back-to-back home runs in the bottom of the ninth.
First pitch is just moments away on your home of the world champion LA Dodgers. The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
National League West Division champion. 10,000 hours.
There's still more steps to take.
Get to stepping. So go ahead and give us the flowers. Just getting started. Gotta know by now it's way more than luck.
This team has continued to pour resources into the roster.
All
eyes on us.
Welcome to world champion LA Dodgers baseball.
Always remember what it felt like to be part of the best damn baseball team in the world.
Zoom in, zoom out, zoom up.
They wear the crown.
All eyes on us.
Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Budweiser.
This Bud's for you.
Galpin Motors.
Family owned and operated since 1946.
LA County Public Works.
Recycling beverage containers is a triple play.
Children's Hospital LA.
From colds to cancer, we got this.
Coffee Hot Dogs.
A SoCal treasure. Local. Original. Great.
And by Daniel's Jewelers.
Making diamond dreams come true since 1948.
Stick around because first pitch is next. Right here on the world champion LA Dodgers audio network. Play ball!
At the crack of a bat, crack open a Bud. Budweiser is the official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. There's no better way to celebrate a home run than an ice-cold Bud. Stock up the fridge because it's time to play ball. Baseball fans, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Hey, it's David Vassegg. Now is the time to make sure your home is primed for the season with heating products by Navien. We know Navien tankless water heaters gives us endless hot water and big savings. Navien also makes high-efficiency products that deliver comfort in the form of heat to every corner of your home. Now Navien is taking comfort to the next level by introducing a hydro furnace that provides even high-efficiency forced air heat powered by the same proven technology as their water heating products. Visit NavienInc.com/Dodgers.
At UCLA Health, discovery and innovation lead to the best care. Our doctors and nurses work tirelessly every day to bring you the best experience so you can live your best life. It's why we're consistently ranked as a top hospital nationwide for 33 consecutive years by U.S. News & World Report. Go to uclahealth.org to schedule an appointment today at one of over 250 locations in Southern California.
Hi, I'm Kike Hernandez. Winning a world championship is incredible, but nothing beats being a dad to my 4-year-old daughter, Penelope. Making sure she has a strong, healthy start means being present, playing, and staying patient, even when it feels challenging. First 5 California is my go-to for tips and supporting her growth and well-being, so she can thrive no matter what challenges come her way. Learn more at first5california.com.
Did you know that California offers various programs and services to support older adults, adults with disabilities, and family caregivers? From health insurance counseling to caregiver support and information on elder abuse, the Aging Resource Guide has it all. And let's not forget about the Friendship Line, available 24/7 for those who may need a friendly conversation. Dive into the Aging Resource Guide today at aging.ca.gov and discover the support you need. Because together, we can ensure every older adult in California gets the help they deserve.
Like our championship-winning boys in blue, your Southern California Chevy dealers have star talent at every position. Leading off, the #1 selling full-size pickup in Southern California, Chevy Silverado, with 9 unique trims to choose from, including ZR2, designed for maximum off-road performance and capability. With features like an off-road cut front bumper and 2-inch factory lift, no roads are no problem. Looking for a bold and sporty high-performance pickup? That's RST. From its aggressive style to its responsive feel, it's an energizing presence that really stands out. And for the ultimate combination of luxury and capability, there's High Country, offering premium leather seating and a 5.3-liter V8 engine, so you're both comfortable and in command. Stop by and drive one home today, or shop now at SoCalChevy.com. Based on S&P Global Mobility new retail registrations using large pickup segmentation. Call 844-55-CHEVY or see dealer for details.
When it's game on, it's time for Shakey's Pizza, Chicken, and Mojo's. The triple play of flavor. With meal deal packages to feed any size group. Everyone loves Shakey's classic thin crust pizza, golden fried chicken, and crispy Mojo potatoes. Get it to go at Shakey's.com or watch the game at your local Shakey's with an ice cold pitcher of beer, piping hot pizza, and a mountain of Mojos. Share the good times at Shakey's today.
Fans expect to in every season, but imagine winning the championship 29 seasons in a row. Galpin Ford did that, being the #1 volume Ford dealer in the world for 29 years, led by the Bachman family as the largest family-owned and operated dealer group in Southern California. Galpin has been part of the community since 1946, offering great deals, great service with great people. In addition to Ford, Galpin's winning heritage includes Mazda, Honda, Volkswagen, Porsche, Land Rover, Aston Martin, Jaguar, Lincoln, Volvo, Polestar, and Lowe's. Be a part of the Galpin story. It starts at galpin.com.
Let's go to the Galpin Motors broadcast booth.
And now your voices of the LA Dodgers.
Rick Monday and Tim Neverett.
Live from Dodger Stadium, it's the final game of this series. The Dodgers going for the sweep, and for the Dodgers, this will wrap up the homestand. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Dodger Baseball. Your world champions take on the Miami Marlins. And for the Dodgers, they've won 4 consecutive games going for the sweep here. In fact, in the 4 victories, the Dodgers have scored 39 runs, winning last night by a score of 15-2. And they send out Tony Gonsolin, who is very happy to be on the mound. For Gonsolin, it's been 20 months since a major league start, 621 days. He was injured in spring training after coming back from surgery. He had some lower back issues, but on the mound here this afternoon, and the 30-year-old can't wait to get underway. For the Dodgers, who had taken the field, here's Dave Roberts' starting lineup. Shohei Ohtani leading it off. He's the designated hitter. Mookie Betts is at shortstop. Freddie Freeman at first. Teoscar Hernandez with an 8-game hitting streak is in right field. Andy Pages with a 7-game hitting streak is playing in center. At third base, Max Muncy. Kike Hernandez gets the start at second. Michael Conforto is in left field and doing the catching, and batting ninth is Austin Barnes. Cal Quantrill on the mound for the Marlins, and for Quantrill, his 6th start, a record of 2-2. The umpiring assignments, Chris Cuccione, the crew chief, working the plate to call the balls and strikes. David Rackley at first, Edwin Moscaso umpiring at second, and Tom Hanahan is over at third. Happy to have you with us. Overcast skies. Dodgers going for the sweep against the Marlins. Out with the play. Here's Tim.
Thank you very much, Mo. Tony Gonsolin, thrilled to be back on the hill. He's had a few starts in AAA. Last year, the same thing, but just basically ran out of time to help the team in 2024. And the focus on 2025. And here it is, the moment of truth for Tony Gonsolin to rejoin this Dodger rotation. Dodgers in their home whites, road grays for Miami. And the first pitch to Xavier Edwards. Missing inside ball 1. We are underway at 12:10 in the afternoon, 63 degrees. The game time temperature brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Well, Gonsolin opened up his effort with a fastball on the inside and just a little bit too far inside. Muncy is in on the grass at third, even with the bag. Mookie Betts playing up the middle to the left of second base. The kick, the pitch, and Edwards hits it up in the air to left field toward the line. Over near foul ground, Conforto, and he makes the catch. Hits the wall and goes over the wall. He hung on, and Edwards is out. Boy, tremendous play. Absolutely terrific by Michael Conforto in left field.
Boy, that's just all-out effort. And when you're going over in that direction, you know the wall is right there. It gets closer and closer. You're looking at the ball. You're looking at the wall. And makes the catch. He's on top of the wall, and then momentum just carried him over into the stands. What an effort. What a catch.
So one away the hard way, and Jesus Sanchez, the center fielder, up there from the left side against Gonsolin. Gonsolin turns, delivers. Outside ball 1. Started him with a fastball. We'll see a lot of splitters. A lot of fastballs. Curveball, slider. Out of Tony. He had 4 AAA starts as his rehab continued. 1-0 pitch. In for a strike call. There's the curve. He went 1-1 with Oklahoma City. 3.21 earned run average. And he got himself stretched out to about 79 pitches. So they expect him to go 5 innings on a good day for right now. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and a bouncer on one hop to the left side of the infield. Muncy loads up, throws. Good strong throw there in time to get Sanchez.
Yeah, that took a weird hop. That had some crazy backspin. And for Muncy, coming off the bat, it's almost like hitting a changeup. But it took a kind of a squirrely hop and a good play by Muncy.
2 away, and Agustin Ramirez, the designated hitter today. He's caught the last 2 games. Ramirez hitting .333, 9 for 27. Does not have a hit this series, however. He's 0 for 8. So Gonsolin retires the first 2 men he sees. And then goes to work on Ramirez, who swings and fouls a fastball back to the screen.
What we're saying about Ramirez in this series, he's not the least bit shy of swinging the bat.
He's been aggressive. Gonsolin has the pitch he wants to throw. Steps back, kicks, fires. Swing and a miss, the slider. That one just broke down and away. And Ramirez missed it completely, and it's 0-2. Kike Hernandez playing close to the bag at second, starting for Tommy Edman there today. Here's an 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Went back to the slider. Tony Gonsolin in his return to the mound after 621 days retires the side in order on 8 pitches. Half inning in the books. It's the Marlins 0, Dodgers coming to bat.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel.
Live on DAZN Worldwide, May 2nd and 3rd. Garcia versus Romero and Canelo versus Skull. Friday from 6 p.m. Eastern. Garcia returns in a history-making Times Square takeover. 24 hours later, Saturday from 7 p.m. Eastern. King Canelo faces undefeated Skull for the undisputed crown. May 2nd and 3rd, a knockout weekend of boxing. Pick one or go all in for only $90. Exclusively on DAZN. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
Oh, watch for beans.
That sign says watch for bears. Here, let's find you an eye doctor on ZocDoc.
Look, Dr. Barker is in network.
That says Dr. Baker. Here, let me help. Reviews say he's very attentive. Dr. Cleaves has 5 stars and an opening tomorrow.
That's great.
Booked it.
Nice. So, why do I need to watch for falling socks? You've got options. Book on ZocDoc today.
When you shop Safeway.com or in the app, you'll get the same prices, deals, and rewards as in-store. Shop our tender pork loin back or spare ribs for $2.47 a pound when you click the deal in our app or online. Or score fresh, juicy mangoes for just 33 cents each. These offers change each week, so don't miss out. Download the app for your deals today. Shop Safeway in-store or online at Safeway.com.
Up in the morning and out to school.
Shohei Ohtani leads off for the Dodgers in the bottom of the first inning. No score. Facing Cal Quantrill. Last year with the Rockies. Before that with Cleveland. And then started his big league career in San Diego. His first pitch outside, ball 1. Kyle Hicks doing the catching today. His first appearance in the series. 6th start of the year for Quantrill. 2-2 the record. ERA way up there, 7.83. 1-0 pitch to Ohtani, missing inside and low. Ohtani in the first pitch he saw last night, hit it out. And a 2-0 pitch coming. He swings and hits a high fly ball, playable, shallow left. Backpedaling is the shortstop Xavier Edwards, still backpedaling. And he makes the catch right in front of the left fielder Eric Wagaman for the first out.
I think one of the things for the Dodgers hitters today, do not expand the strike zone. And Quantrill, little weird things. You look at the last 3 years, he's had 2 strikes on hitters. It's only a .240 batting average against, but also a very low strike rate as far as pitches thrown with 2 strikes.
Mookie Betts has hit in 3 straight ball games, had 2 hits last night. And he will take a strike with a fastball from Quantrill. 0-1. Betts starts the day hitting .240. 4 home runs, 15 runs batted in. Quantrill turns and sends a pitch home, and Mookie pops it up right side of the infield. Coming in and drifting into foul ground about halfway down the baseline is the first baseman, Matt Mervis. He makes the catch, and there are 2 away.
Control, the fastball is average fastball. The average in Major League Baseball now is 93 miles an hour. But he will throw a lot of off-speed pitches, and he hopes that hitters expand the zone.
Freddie Freeman standing in. 2 down, base is empty. Pitch to Freddie. And that is in there for a strike. At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, groundbreaking research meets world-class expertise and treatment. U.S. News and World Report once again has named CHLA the #1 hospital in California. Learn more today at chla.org. Pitch low to Freeman. 1 ball and 1 strike. Last night, Freddie with 2 doubles. Had 3 hits in the game. Scored 2 runs. He swings and hits it in the air to right. Coming in is Kyle Stowers. He'll make the play, and the Dodgers gone in order in the bottom of the first inning. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the second. Dodgers nothing, Marlins nothing.
AM 570.
LA's best sports talk.
The real home of the Dodgers.
Breaking news. Ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. T&Cs apply.
Are you facing the challenges of cancer? At Cochise Oncology, we understand your journey. With over 65 years of experience, we help you conquer cancer closer to home. Using innovative genetic tests, Cochise Oncology provides personalized cancer treatments in Sierra Vista. The first in Arizona, our state-of-the-art Radixact treats your cancer with pinpoint radiation. Cochise Oncology, where cancer meets compassion. Healing begins here.
There are 2 types of golfers, those that can hit solid golf shots wearing sunglasses and those that wish they could. Shaden Precision Eyewear is all about better vision and better golf. If you're lacking confidence to wear sunglasses while hitting golf shots, go to SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and learn why so many tour players and their caddies have switched to the Shaden brand. Use the code SPRING to get 20% off and a 30-day money-back guarantee. That's SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and the code SPRING to see the golf course like you've never seen it before.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something. These people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
Top of the second inning, no score. Tony Gonsolin goes back to work. He'll face the left fielder, Eric Wagaman, the right fielder, Kyle Stowers, and the third baseman, Connor Norby. A swing and a miss at a curveball. So far, the curveballs look good in a short sample.
Well, the sun finally arrived.
It's peeking out. A little bit of patches of blue sky between the clouds now. It'll turn out to be a very good day here today at the ballpark. 0-1 pitches low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the second, brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you. So Tony Gonsolin's last major league appearance was the 18th of August in 2023, and it was against the Marlins. 1-1. Fastball in for a strike. And that outing did not turn out very well. It turned out to be a career worst. Turns out he was pitching hurt, but he gave up 10 earned runs on 8 hits. 5 of those hits home runs. And then he was shut down and then surgery right after. Did he go? Check swing. He did go. So Wagaman is out. And that's strikeout number 2 as he gets Wagaman on the splitter.
Well, both pitches starting off in fine fashion. Gonsolin in the first inning, 8 pitches, 6 strikes. Quantrill first inning, 8 pitches, 5 strikes.
Kyle Stowers, left-handed hitting right fielder, hitting .293. He leads the Marlins and runs batted in with 15. Tony throws home, and it's a strike. Curveball. Muncy even with the bag off the line at third. Mookie Betts shading second, playing deep. Outfield straight up. Austin Barnes doing the catching this afternoon. He sets an outside target. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss with a fastball right on the outside corner.
The things that Stowers has been able to do. He came into this series third best batting average against breaking pitches at 360. Gonsolin does throw a lot of breaking stuff.
No balls and 2 strikes to Stowers. 1 out, bases empty. The pitch from Tony. That's up high for a ball. 1-2.
A 360 average, by the way, against breaking stuff for Stowers this year. That's the 3rd best of any hitter in baseball.
Well, the Marlins can hit. I mean, they've got one of the top hitting teams by average in baseball.
5th best team average.
Now a 1-2 pitch. Swung on and reached for out to right field. That's a base hit. He went way out to get an outside pitch and pulled it to right.
And by the way, that was a breaking ball.
Now, oftentimes, if you try to reach for an outside pitch and pull it, you're going to roll over on it. But that one stayed up in the air, fell into the grass in right field in front of Teoscar Hernandez. 1 out and 1 on, and a scoreless ball game so far. Top of the 2nd inning. Connor Norby, the 3rd baseman, standing in from the right side against Gonsolin. The pitch, little high ball 1. I mentioned the last time he faced the Marlins, he allowed 5 home runs. A Dodger starter hadn't allowed 5 against an opposing team since Don Sutton on May 7th, 1973. He allowed 5 in a game. Throw to first, and Stowers dives back.
Marlins trying to change things around at Dodger Stadium. They've lost each of the last 7 games that they've played here, and 15 of the last 17.
The Dodger Stadium's been a house of horrors for the Marlins. Swinging a foul straight back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Marlins are trying to change a few different things. Not only trying to find other ways to improve development of players, but get in the win column more in the big league level. Stretched by Gonsolin, his 1-1. Swung on and hit high in the air to center field. Andy Pages using the glove to shade the sun now that it's out, and he reaches up and makes the catch for out number 2. And Norby is out. 2 away from Matt Mervis.
Well, it could be problematic. Ball hit up in the air, especially up the middle. Second short into center field, at least right now. That big bright ball of sunshine.
It's been overcast all morning. Isn't it funny how Mother Nature knows what time the game is? As soon as the game started, she lifted the curtain. And Mervis swings to the first pitch, pops it up to left. Conforto underneath it. Can of corn for him, and that's it. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left through an inning and a half. It's the Dodgers nothing, Marlins nothing.
AM 570, LA Sports. Baseball fans, David Van.
Live on DAZN Worldwide, May 2nd and 3rd. Garcia versus Romero and Canelo versus Skull. Friday from 6 p.m. Eastern. Garcia returns in a history-making Times Square takeover. 24 hours later, Saturday from 7 p.m. Eastern. King Canelo faces undefeated Skull for the undisputed crown. May 2nd and 3rd, a knockout weekend of boxing. Pick one or go all in for only $90. Exclusively on DAZN. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
When you shop Safeway.com or in the app, you'll get the same prices, deals, and rewards as in-store. Shop our tender pork loin back or spare ribs for $2.47 a pound when you click the deal in our app or online. Or score fresh, juicy mangoes for just 33 cents each. These offers change each week, so don't miss out. Download the app for your deals today. Shop Safeway in-store or online at Safeway.com.
Breaking news and the ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342. T&Cs apply.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's my...
Teoscar Hernandez leads off here in the bottom of the 2nd inning, no score. Teoscar with a 9-game hitting streak leads the National League in RBIs with 31, 297 hitter. And is sitting on 9 home runs currently. Facing Cal Quantrill. Quantrill, it's his first start against the Dodgers as a Marlin. First pitch to Teoscar's up. Signed as a free agent with the Marlins on the 12th of February, so right before pitchers and catchers were slated to report. 1-0 pitch. Teoscar looks at it in the dirt, 2-0. In 8 prior appearances against the Dodgers, he is 1-6 with an ERA of 8.05. So he's not had the best of luck against Los Angeles. Here is the 2-0. And it's a check swing foul. Pitch was inside. Teoscar tried to get out of the way, but ball hit the bat. That's a strike, 2-1. They mentioned that the Marlins are trying to change some things in their organization first. As Teoscar bounds a foul third base side, 2-2. One of the things they are doing now is going back to the future, I guess, or back to the past, if you will. They're having their starting pitchers, should they elect to do it, not throw bullpens, but instead throw live batting practice, and what they call them are live pitch design sessions. This is nothing new in baseball. As Teoscar hits one a long way to right field, and Stowers in front of the warning track stops, reaches up, makes the catch for the out. And one gone. But those live BPs used to be kind of commonplace in baseball.
They were when I first came up. And in fact, then it was kind of changed. It was really mislabeled. You know, it was not batting practice. It was pitching practice. And hitters happened to be there. And then they decided, hey, wait a minute, we need to get the hitters really tuned up for the game. Here's the for example, you have a left-handed pitcher. Maybe it's his turn to throw that live BP, but you're facing a right-handed pitcher in the game.
0-1, Andy Pages pulls it foul and hooks it out of play.
So we see so many different ball clubs now. For example, if you have a left-handed pitcher who's going to be pitching against you, you'll have a left-handed batting practice pitcher tossed to you. So familiarity before the game even starts.
Quantrill winds, kicks, and delivers 0-2 to Pages high. But as a hitter in those sessions, how do you approach those rather than just have somebody throwing strikes down the middle to you? There's a one hopper to second. Otto Lopez slides to his glove side, makes the grab, throws on to first for out number 2.
Well, there were many times that hitters were not exactly overly enthused about getting sawed off. You know, there's a difference between, you know, if you label it, is it pitching practice or is it batting practice?
I guess it could be both
it's
at the same time.
It's in the eye of the beholder.
Right, exactly. Max Muncy with 2 outs. Base is empty for Max. Pitch outside. Work hard and play hard in the new Tacoma with an iForce turbocharged engine. It's a truck built for the bold. See your Toyota dealer today. They make it easy. 1-0 pitch in for a strike call. Muncy starts the day 180. No home runs yet. And 4 runs banded in. 16 for 89. 1 ball, 1 strike to the Dodger third baseman. Left-handed hitter facing the right-hander Cal Quantrill. That pitch is inside.
You know, we talked a lot about the bottom part of the order, but the last 4 spots in the Dodger lineup averages of 180, 169, 161, and 185.
Here's a 2 ball, 1 strike pitch. And this one is hit well to center field. It is heading back toward the wall. It is gone. Home run number 1. As Maxwell gets to swing the silver hammer for the first time this season. And the Dodgers on the board, 1-0.
Well, he finally gets a leisurely pace around the bases. Do they give him the silent treatment or welcome him back in the dugout? So for Max Muncy, he can exhale. And that ball just kept going, and the sunflower seeds being tossed. Daniel Jewelers, by the way, proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond, and your family Jewelers is 1948. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet and $50 off a $99 coupon.
Kike Hernandez, the batter. 433 feet, the estimated distance off the bat of Max Muncy. That's a poke. Put it out the dead center. And a 1-0 pitch. And Kike swings and misses. 1 ball and 1 strike. And Max getting hugs from everybody.
Yeah, just watching him in the dugout, I was like, welcome back.
I think Freddie Freeman had the biggest look of relief down in the dugout. Finally. And Kike hits a hard ground ball down to third. Norby grabs it, throws on to first for the out. Dodgers get a run on Max Muncy's first home run of the season. And after 2 full at Dodger Stadium, it's the Dodgers 1, Marlins nothing.
All right, Dodgers. AM 570.
LA's best sports talk.
The real home of the Dodgers. Say goodbye to ATM fees. Earn 1.5% APY with Premier Plus checking at Premier America Credit Union. Keep more cash in your pocket and enjoy everyday moments.
Live on DAZN Worldwide, May 2nd and 3rd, Garcia versus Romero and Canelo versus Skull. Friday from 6 p.m. Eastern, Garcia returns in a history-making Times Square takeover. 24 hours later, Saturday from 7 p.m. Eastern, King Canelo faces undefeated Skull for the undisputed crown. May 2nd and 3rd, a knockout weekend of boxing. Pick one or go all in for only $90. Exclusively on DAZN. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
Breaking news coming in from Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. T&Cs apply.
When you shop Safeway.com or in the app, you'll get the same prices, deals, and rewards as in-store. Shop our tender pork loin back or spare ribs for $2.47 a pound when you click the deal in our app or online. Or score fresh, juicy mangoes for just 33 cents each. These offers change each week, so don't miss out. Download the app for your deals today. Shop Safeway in-store or online at Safeway.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco.
First run of the game. Max Muncy's first home run of the season. He had been getting frustrated. You could tell at the plate. It just wasn't going his way, but lately starting to get better swings. And got a really good one this time. 1 ball, no strikes to Otto Lopez. Right-handed batter looks out at Tony Gonsolin. Gonsolin whips one in low. Another fastball at 90. 2 balls and no strikes. One other thing the Marlins are doing in the minor leagues that's different than what other teams do. They have begun that program now. 2-0 pitch is in for a strike. Is in the minor leagues they are having the coaches call the pitches, not the catcher. The coach will relay it out to the catcher. The catcher will relay it to the pitcher, which is more like you get in high school and college at times, most of the time. 2-1. That's high. 3-1 to Lopez. And of course, with that will come criticism, because how is a professional catcher supposed to learn how to call a game and manage the pitcher and those types of things? But they want the catchers to focus on their offense. They want the pitchers just to let it rip based on what the coaches tell them to throw. This one's popped up right side, foul ground. Freddie Freeman giving it a look. So is Austin Barnes, and right where the grass and the track meet, in front of the first base dugout, Barnes makes the catch, and Otto Lopez is retired.
Well, if it works for the Marlins, it'll work for them. But how long is it going to take to really administer that program and find out does it work or not? Here's my point. If you've got a pitcher and he's not in control of what he wants to throw, again, the pitcher can shake his head no, regardless of what the catcher calls. And would you rather have a pitcher with 100% commitment on a pitch he wants to throw, or 70% commitment on a pitch that somebody else wants him to throw?
Catcher Liam Hicks, left-handed batter, takes a strike.
And what's the progression of learning how to do things?
It's a great point because, you know, from the catcher standpoint, now you're not necessarily thinking through the game. You're just catching pitches. Ball is hit in the air to center field, right at Andy Pages. He'll grab it for out number 2.
Well, if they're using pitch count, do the pitch count from the dugout then. But again, what's the learning curve? Is there a learning curve? Can you tell I'm not a fan?
No, I know. But you're right, though. The pitcher's always had veto power.
Yeah, exactly.
Pitcher can say
that's
no.
like you never want to hear a pitcher say, well, that's what he called for. No. You have your option to shake your head no.
Top of the order, Xavier Edwards, the shortstop. 0 for 1. There's Gonsolin. Lets one go to the plate. It's bunted down the third base side. Gonsolin will field it with a bare hand. Throws to first. On a bounce in time to get Edwards. Good scoop by Freddie Freeman. Terrific defensive play by the pitcher, Tony Gonsolin. 3 up, 3 down in the top half of the third inning. Through 2.5, it's the Dodgers 1, Marlins nothing.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570 LA Sports.
You've waited all year for baseball, and it's fine. There are two types of golfers, those that can hit solid golf shots wearing sunglasses and those that wish they could. Shadin Precision Eyewear is all about better vision and better golf. If you're lacking confidence to wear sunglasses while hitting golf shots, go to SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and learn why so many tour players and their caddies have switched to the Shadin brand. Use the code SPRING to get 20% off and a 30-day money-back guarantee. That's SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and the code SPRING to see the golf course like you've never seen it before.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Nissan. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Dodgers, bottom of the third. Michael Conforto and then Austin Barnes, and back to Shohei Ohtani. Facing Cal Quantrill. Dodgers and Marlins, game 3 of this 3-game series. Dodgers hoping to come away with a sweep after winning the first 2. Conforto takes a strike. Conforto at 161. Looking to get that average up. 14 out of 87. 2 home runs and 5 runs knocked in. The 0-1 pitch from Quantrill. Curveball up high. 1 ball and 1 strike. As Quantrill gets ready to get back to work quickly. He's not taking his time today. Throws one outside, and it's 2-1.
How about Tony Gonsolin? 621 days since his last start at the big league level. Through 3 innings, he's thrown 28 pitches, 20 for strikes.
Very, very, very good. 2-1, wave and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Conforto.
I figured that there would be maybe a learning curve to get settled back in. Didn't take him long. Of course, he had some defensive help in that first inning too, and then made a defensive play of his own for the final out in the third.
Quick as a cat right off the mound. Here's a 2-2 on the way from Quantrill. And it's up high, 3-2. But yeah, if they can continue to get work like this, again, it's only 3 innings, but if they continue to get work like this out of Gonsolin, it will be a welcome addition to the starting rotation. A more than welcome addition right now. 3-2 pitch. That's up high, ball 4, and Conforto draws the leadoff walk.
Hey, friends, you can stream every out-of-market game live or on demand. Plus, you can stream MLB Network 24/7 during the entire season. Blackout and other restrictions do apply, but we encourage you to visit MLB.tv for more details.
One on, nobody out. Middle infield playing for two. And on the grass at third now is Norby. Stretched by Quantrill. The pitch to Austin Barnes. High in the strike zone, but right at the top of it, a fastball at 93. 0-1 to Barnes. 185 hitter. No homers and 2 runs batted in. Short lead at first for Conforto. Slider down and away for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Barnes. Nice matinee crowd here at Dodger Stadium, now enjoying the sunshine and blue skies. 1-1 pitch. And that's outside. A lot of kids from many schools here today. I don't know. I can't think of a better way to spend a school day. Can you?
I'll tell you what, there's a lot of school buses coming in this morning.
And believe me, the teachers enjoy it just as much as the students. 2-1. It's fouled back.
Yeah, this is not a bad field trip.
Nope. Really good. Two balls and 2 strikes to Austin Barnes. Ohtani on deck. Dodgers with a 1-0 lead in the third. Barnes fouls it back again. 2-2. At AM/PM, when the Dodgers steal a base at home, you score a free hot dog and any 12-ounce slim Coca-Cola. Redeem your free feast in the AM/PM app. Let's play ball. AM/PM, too much good stuff. 2 ball, 2 strike pitch to Barnes coming. Out of the stretch, Quantrill deals. Fouled off again.
I'm still amazed a lot of clubs play Austin Barnes to pull, in particular on the right side. Have they not been watching? Even from spring training, Barnes in particular with 2 strikes has been able to pick up a lot of base hits, hitting it through the hole on that right side, and it's wide open.
Conforto leads at first. Again, the 2-2. Up high, 3-2. A hitter like Barnes used to be where you'd start a runner. Second baseman would go cover with a right-handed batter up. That opened up that hole even more on the right side. A throw over to first base and a quick dive back to the bag safely by Conforto. Now, you could start Conforto or not, but as you pointed out, Mo, that is a big hole on the right side. Now the 3-2. Swung on right to the right side and into right field, a base hit.
Your Honor, I rest my case. I mean, I'm surprised. With all the metrics, with all the printouts that you get. And again, I'm happy that they do it. And so is Austin Barnes.
And so is Shohei Ohtani, who gets to come up with 2 men in front of him.
I'm just making an observation.
Well, Ohtani popped up to short his first time up. 0 for 1 this afternoon. He's hit in 3 straight games. And 286. The pitch. And he'll take a strike. Fastball over the outer half. Conforto at second. Barnes at first. Barnes not being held on. First baseman Matt Mervis playing deep on the right side with Ohtani up. Quantrill's 0-1. Chased. A splitter was down. Ohtani went after it, and he's in the hole, 0-2.
The Dodgers in this series have had plenty of opportunities they created with runners in scoring position. This is the 3rd game of the series. Dodgers going for the sweep. This is the 34th at bat with a runner in scoring position the Dodgers have had in the 3 games against the Marlins.
No balls, 2 strikes. Quantrill to the belt. Checks the runners. Now comes home. And Ohtani looks at it low. Another splitter. Were they 11 for 19 last night?
Yeah. What have they done in the previous 33 at-bats with runners in scoring position? 15 hits.
Almost hitting 500 with runners in scoring position. And an inside move to second base by Quantrill. Conforto wasn't off very far. He goes back and touches up at second base. 1-2 to Ohtani. Shohei waits. Now the pitch. Swing, a little tapper right back to Quantrill. He'll go to second for one, on to first, too late. Ohtani beat the throw. They get the force in the middle, and Conforto advances to third. So with one out, runners at the corners, and Mookie Betts will be the batter.
A quick move by Quantrill made it very interesting. I also find it interesting that you've got a day game. The sun has come out, but the shortstop for Miami, Edwards, is not wearing sunglasses, nor does he have a pair on the bill of his cap.
See if he does next inning. But you're right. That can be a problem with the ball hit up in the sky right now. Mookie is 0 for 1. Popped out foul to the first baseman Mervis in the first.
Right fielder Stowers also without any sunglasses.
Infield in around by the base paths. Not all the way in the grass. And there goes Shohei down to second base. They'll throw down there for no reason because he swiped that easily. Stolen base number 9 for Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, they were throwing through. They were not that concerned about Conforto over at third base going home on the throw down to second base. Now the infield will come in at the corners at least, and halfway at second and short.
And the throw by Hicks was so short. Otto Lopez had to come in almost on the grass to make the catch in front of the second base bag. So second and third, one down. 1-0 pitch to Mookie, and he'll take strike one. Look to be a little high. Chris Guccione, the crew chief, is the home plate umpire this afternoon. Freddie Freeman out on deck. Betts with a 1-1 count. Pitch. Swings a splitter and taps it foul at the plate. 1-2.
You know, we've seen Guccione for years. He's remarkable. He's actually fun to watch because he shows you that he's having fun doing his job. Good umpire on top of it.
He's looking over the left shoulder of Hicks, the catcher. Now the pitch. It's in the dirt, kicks away. Conforto stays put. Didn't get too far away to the right before Hicks was able to get to it. Runners stay put. And the count 2-2. Two balls, two strikes, one out. Mookie pinwheels the bat around, draws it back. Cal Quantrill out of the stretch delivers. And Mookie rips it to left field. That's a base hit. Conforto scores. Ohtani being waved around. Throw's going to be cut off. Ohtani is in, and Mookie Betts has driven in two. The Dodgers lead it 3-0.
As Dodger Ball Club offensively, they have just put a hurting on the Marlins when they've had runners on base, and even more so when they've had runners in scoring position.
And pitching coach Daniel Moskos will take a stroll out of the first base dugout to go talk to Quantrill. This mound visit brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice. So Mookie Betts is now hit in 4 straight after slumping for a while. Last night, Betts came up with a 2-run single in the third. He also had another hit in the 6th. A 2-hit night for Mookie. Went 2 for 4, or 2 for 5 in the game last night, I should say. Mookie now with 17 runs batted in, so those numbers starting to climb. Here's Freddie Freeman, 1 out. And Mookie at first base. Quantrill set on the hill. And from the belt deals. Freddie takes the curveball low. 1 ball, no strikes to Freeman. Gotta wonder if Mookie might decide to take off here. They've seen the time to the plate by Quantrill. They've seen the throw by Hicks already. Mookie's got a good sized lead. Now the pitch to Freddie is high and outside. 2-0. Marlins have the day off tomorrow. They will host the Athletics Friday in Miami. Meanwhile, the Dodgers will travel to play Atlanta this weekend. Pitch a strike call to Freeman. And then go to Miami. So within a 10-day period, the Dodgers and Marlins will play 6 times. And that'll be the season series. 2-1 to Freeman from Cal Quantrill. And Freddie hits it into center field on a line. That's down for a hit. One hop to the center fielder, Jesus Sanchez. And Freeman 1 for 2. Back-to-back hits for the Dodgers. Runners on first and second and 1 out for Teoscar Hernandez.
Well, hello to a good friend of ours that's listening. He sent me a text. Broadcast for the Marlins. We'll see him in a few days. Tommy Hutton. Well, you look at Hutton and his relationship with the Dodgers over the years, including his father, George, longtime usher. Dugout boxes right behind home plate.
Pitch to Teoscar, and that is down low and away. Yeah, Tommy's a great guy. Always look forward to seeing him in Florida. Want to go there?
Don't tell him that.
I won't tell him. I won't say it too loudly. There's a ground ball, slowly hit to the right side. Lopez gobbles it up, goes to second for 1, and they will get Freddie Freeman on the force out of the middle. Teoscar safe on the fielder's choice. So Betts into third base. Runners at the corners and 2 down. 4-6 goes the put out in the middle. And Andy Pages to the plate. Yeah, Tommy Hutton, Montreal Expos legend. One of the great uniforms, huh, in baseball?
They were good.
They were really good. Looked good on Hut, too. Action already in the Marlin pen as Pages drops one into center field for a base hit. Here comes Betts in to score. It is 4-0. And Andy Pages extends his hitting streak to 8 straight games.
And for Andy Pages, finally got comfortable in his own skin. You know, you are what you are, and he's a good player. And he just let it play instead of trying to live up to whatever standards he thought that he had to live up to. So last week's co-nationally player of the week, and he's hitting the ball all over the place now. You know, for a while we talked about having difficulty the ball away from him. Well, that's not an issue right now at all.
The Marlins' lone left-hander, Anthony Venetiano, warming up. Here's Max Muncy. Swings, hits the ball foul back to the backstop. Muncy's first home run of the season came in his last at bat. A 433-foot poke over the center field fence here at Dodger Stadium. Runners lead first and second, and Muncy lets one go low, a splitter. 4 runs on 5 hits for the Dodgers. One run in the second, 3 here in the third. Pitch. And Muncy takes outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Kike Hernandez on deck. Center fielder Sanchez, step or 2 toward right center for Muncy. 2 outs, 2 on, and the 2-1 from Quantrill. It was hit foul out of play, third base side, just off to our left. See if Muncy gets in a groove now. And he's found his swing. And a couple of hits 2 nights ago. And then the home run here today. 2-2. Swing and a foul tip into the glove of Hicks. He holds on for strike 3. Dodgers pick up 3 runs on 4 hits There are no errors and 2 men left on base after 3 full at Dodger Stadium. It's the Dodgers.
Live on DAZN Worldwide, May 2nd and 3rd, Garcia versus Romero and Canelo versus Skull. Friday from 6 p.m. Eastern, Garcia returns in a history-making Times Square takeover. 24 hours later, Saturday from 7 p.m. Eastern, King Canelo faces undefeated Skull for the undisputed crown. May 2nd and 3rd, a knockout weekend of boxing. Pick one or go all in for only $90. Exclusively on DAZN. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers.
Apply.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike.
Home of Los Angeles Dodgers baseball.
Top of the 4th inning, 4-0 Dodgers with the lead over the Marlins with Rick Monday, Tim Neverett here, Dwayne McDonald, our producer engineer in the booth with us. And glad you're along for the ride, no matter where you happen to be listening. Jesus Sanchez, center fielder, left-handed batter, takes a strike. He's 0 for 1 this afternoon, grounded out to Max Muncy at third. And Tony Gonsolin, red leather glove in hand, back to work. Steps back, kicks, fires, and it's fouled back to the screen. Threw him a fastball at the top of the zone, right down the middle. And it's 0-2 to Jesus Sanchez. Agustin Ramirez is on deck. Eric Wagaman will hit next. Way off the line and deep at third. Basically playing the shortstop position is Max Muncy. That's shifted over towards second base. 1-2 pitch. Right there, called strike 3. Threw him a curveball and froze him. And that is strikeout number 3 for Tony Gonsolin. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers audio network.
Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Out swinging to end the first. Nothing in 1 is the count, and the wind and the pitch. Just inside. The Dodgers have won 4 straight. During their 4-game streak, 39 runs scored. Pitch fouled off to the right and out of play. So they had the 4 more today, so 43 as they're looking at trying to turn in a 5-game streak. 14-3 at home for the Dodgers. Another thing they've been doing very well is getting to right-handed starters this year. 14-5 against righties. And a swing and a miss, and out on strikes on the slider is Ramirez. Strikeout number 4 for Tony Gonsolin.
Well, friends, you can celebrate the culture and traditions of Mexico here at Dodger Stadium on Tuesday, May 20th. Mexican Heritage Night. It's against the Diamondbacks, so purchase a special ticket package, receive an exclusive Mexican Heritage Night jersey presented by Hornitos. So check out the information, Dodgers.com/promotions.
2 outs. Here's Wagaman, the left fielder. Tony delivers a strike. That was the 37th pitch of the game for Tony Gonsolin. And put it into perspective with what his mound opponent is doing. Cal Quantrill needed 35 pitches alone in just the third inning. 0-1 pitch. And a breaking ball, checked the swing.
Quantrill in 3 innings up to 59 pitches. I mean, for Gonsolin, his first start at the big league level in 621 days. And it has been most impressive to this point.
1 ball, 1 strike pitch from Gonsolin. And that's outside and low. 2-1. Yep, so far so good. Again, he was stretched out to about 5 or 5+ innings. 79 pitches was his max in AAA with Oklahoma City. So he's primed for 80+ today. If he keeps this up, they'll let him do it. 2 ball, 1 strike pitch. Swing and a miss. He rifled a fastball by him at 92. 2 outs, bases empty. Dodgers a 4-0 lead, top of the 4th. On a Wednesday matinee at Dodger Stadium. Slight breeze blowing the flags at center field, moving him a little bit. Now the 2-2 from Tony. Throws the splitter in the dirt. Full count, 3-2 to Eric Wagaman. Wagaman struck out on a splitter in the second inning. 3 home runs, 8 runs batted in for Miami. Right-handed hitter looking out at Tony Gonsolin. The wind, the payoff. Swung on and driven into center field. That's a base hit over to slight right center. A few hops for Andy Pages, who'll pick it up and get it back on the infield. 2-out single for Wagaman, and now Kyle Stowers will come to the plate. Well, Tony had him on the ropes. And Wagaman issued a counterpunch, so he's at first. And Stowers, left-handed batter, 1 for 1, had a base hit in the second inning. Pitch on the way to Stowers is low and in.
Kike Hernandez to the start at second base today. He's actually positioned. He's closer to the first base bag than he is to second.
Kike had the pitch last night. In case you missed it.
No. He got to pitch.
He got to pitch. Swing and a miss. Well, actually, he got to advance the ball toward the plate. He had 1 pitch that came in at 37 miles an hour.
The pitch was so slow that butterflies were landing on it.
It was a, let's just call it interesting. Now a 1-1 on the way to Stowers. He swings and pops it up to center. Well, he's hit it pretty well. Heading back toward the wall. It carries out. Right over the 395 marker. A 2-run home run for Kyle Stowers. It's now 4-2. Well, it didn't look like he got it all off the bat. And the way Pages reacted initially, looked like he didn't get it all. Then Andy started to run toward the wall. And you say, uh-oh, and there it goes. And for Stowers, that is his 3rd home run of the season. And he extends his team lead in RBIs to 17.
Yeah, Stowers returned to that lineup, not in the starting lineup last night. With Jack Dreyer, the lefty, starting in the game. They're back in there against the right-hander today.
2 down, bases clear, and Connor Norby the batter. And he swings, fouls it back. Gonsolin struck out the first 2 men, Sanchez and Ramirez. Had Wagaman with a 2-strike count, let him off the hook, and now Stowers with the 2-run home run. Kike Hernandez at second, playing about as close as you can without committing a violation. He's right about at that imaginary line behind second base. Pitch fouled back, and it's 0-2. A 4-2 ball game now in the top half of the 4th inning. Gonsolin's 0-2 pitch. is a check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. So Norby strikes out on a splitter. 3 strikeouts in the inning, sandwiched around a base hit and a 2-run home run by Stowers. After 3.5 at Dodger Stadium, it's the Dodgers 4, Marlins 2.
Live on DAZN Worldwide, May 2nd and 3rd, Garcia versus Romero and Canelo versus Skull. Friday from 6 p.m. Eastern, Garcia returns in a history-making Times Square takeover. 24 hours later, Saturday from 7 p.m. Eastern, King Canelo faces undefeated Skull for the undisputed crown. May 2nd and 3rd, a knockout weekend of boxing. Pick one or go all in for only $90. Exclusively on DAZN. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
Breaking news, and this one is almost ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. T&Cs apply.
When you shop Safeway.com or in the app, you'll get the same prices, deals, and rewards as in-store. Shop our tender pork loin back or spare ribs for $2.47 a pound when you click the deal in our app or online. Or score fresh, juicy mangoes for just 33 cents each. These offers change each week, so don't miss out. Download the app for your deals today. Shop Safeway in-store or online at Safeway.
I can go to college.com.
Ohtani stepping up to the plate against Anthony Veneziano. Veneziano pitched an inning of hitless and scoreless on Monday. Takes over for Cal Quantrill. 4-2 Dodgers in the bottom of the 4th. 2 outs, 1 on. Barnes at first. First pitch missing inside for ball 1. 15th appearance on the season for Veneziano. No decisions and an ERA of 3 3/4. 1-0. That is in for a strike. Ohtani against left-handed pitching is actually hitting better than against righties, average-wise. 308 against lefties, 278 against right-handers. 1-1 pitch from Veneziano. And Ohtani takes inside, 2-1. Marlins pitching change brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. 2-1 strike count to Ohtani. He's 0 for 2. And the pitch on the way. He swings and hits it a mile high, left side of the infield. And I don't want it. You got it. Now backpedaling Norby, and on the outfield grass makes a one-handed catch.
Edwards, the shortstop, does not have sunglasses. He was asking for help.
Couldn't see it. But Ohtani now 0 for 3. Dodgers come up empty in the 4th. They get a hit and leave a man. We go to the 5th.
Rarely does a product come to the game of professional golf that is so quickly embraced by the pros. Shade-In Precision Eyewear is that product. Go to SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and find out why Shade-In sunglasses are trusted by tour players and their caddies. Shade-In is so confident in their product, they're offering a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and use the code SPRING to receive 20% off your order. That's SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and the code SPRING to experience golf's finest eyewear.
Off Base is coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network. The MLB Network Podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Casino at San Manuel. Find out more.
Dodgers in front. 4 runs on 6 hits for Los Angeles. 2-3-0 the line for Miami. Tony Gonsolin faces the left-handed hitting first baseman Matt Mervis. And he drops a curveball in on him for a strike. No balls and 1 strike to Mervis. Well, 30 games in the books so far for the Dodgers this season. 20-10 the record. First place in the West by a game over the Giants. There's a foul ball back just over the visiting TV booth to our right. It's the second close call we've had up here, Mo, in 2 days.
We don't like it up here.
0-2 pitch coming to Mervis from Gonsolin. It's low and in. Gonsolin with 5 strikeouts so far. Now 1-2 pitch coming from Gonsolin to Mervis. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him on the splitter. That's strikeout number 6. And there's 1 away.
Well, Gonsolin through 4 innings only made 48 pitches, and 34 of those were strikes. So he's been very efficient.
Otto Lopez 0 for 1. Now 30 games can be one of the early lines of demarcation in baseball. Dodgers got to 20 wins out of the first 30 games. That's good. Kind of measure up to where they've been the last 5 seasons after 30 games, as the right-handed hitting second baseman Lopez takes a strike. Last year, the Dodgers were in the same exact position that they are right now. Up a game in the division and a 20-10 record. Swing and a miss at a split-fingered pitch. 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. And here comes the pitch from Gonsolin. And that's in the dirt. When you think about the World Series championship season, it wasn't as good as it was right now, 20-10. It was 18-12. But they were up 3.5 in the division. Ended up finishing the season 98-64. 1-2 pitch. Wave and a miss. He chased a slider. He strikes out, and Gonsolin with 7 strikeouts now. 2 away in the Marlin 5th. Well, the last time the Dodgers were 20-10, 2022, up a game, and they finished with a record of 111-51. Could the Dodgers be on pace for that again? We'll see. 2 outs and a pitch on the way, and swinging and missing is the catcher, Liam Hicks.
Well, it'd be difficult to do because I think you can also make the argument that the Western Division of the National League may be the most competitive division of all. At least the top 4 teams. You know, the Giants have really been a surprise so far this season. A game behind the Dodgers, second place. Padres have dropped 7 of 10. They're a game and a half out.
0-1 snapped in for a strike. Giants in action with the Padres currently. They've just finished the first inning in San Diego, scoreless. There's the 0-2. And Gonsolin deals a swing and a foul back.
This is 4 consecutive batters that Gonsolin has gotten the count 0-2. Got Norby 0-2. Eventually struck him out for the final out in the 4th inning.
I don't know if you can ask a guy to be any more efficient than Tony's been.
It's been remarkable.
0-2 on the way. Check swing roller. That's to the left of the mound, and that'll be a base hit. An excuse me base hit off a check swing by Hicks. Gonsolin went after it. He slid to a knee on the grass. Muncy with 2 outs is playing back a little bit, so he had a long way to go to charge it. And that ball was hit betwixt and between. And that's a hit for Hicks. Xavier Edwards 0 for 2. Leadoff man, switch hitting shortstop. He flied out foul to Michael Conforto to start the game in the first inning, and Conforto went over the sidewall in left field to make the catch.
Again, Kike Hernandez at second base, playing closer to the first base bag than second base. Yet the outfield's the opposite direction.
Well, Gonsolin out of the stretch. Glove at the belt, kicks and fires. And that's low and in. Anthony Bender, a right-hander, now throwing for the Marlins in their bullpen.
Dave Roberts looking at the lineup card for the Marlins. Who's scheduled to hit, who's available to hit. At the same time, having some conversations with Mark Pryor, the bullpen coach. No action in the Dodgers pen so far.
1-0 pitch from Gonsolin to Edwards. Fastball at the knees, inside corner, 95. Terrific placement on that fastball by Gonsolin. Gonsolin, 7 strikeouts in the game so far. 2 outs in the 5th. Dodgers leading 4-2. Gonsolin kicks and sends one home, and this ball is hit in the air to left center field. Pages on the run. He's calling for it. Conforto calls him off and walks in front of him and makes the catch, and the side is retired. No runs, a hit, a man left. At the end of 4.5, it's the Dodgers 4, Marlins 2.
Hey, Dad. Did you go to
Live on DAZN Worldwide, May 2nd and 3rd, Garcia versus Romero and Canelo versus Skull. Friday from 6 p.m. Eastern, Garcia returns in a history-making Times Square takeover. 24 hours later, Saturday from 7 p.m. Eastern, King Canelo faces undefeated Skull for the undisputed crown. May 2nd and 3rd, a knockout weekend of boxing. Pick one or go all in for only $90, exclusively on DAZN. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
Breaking news, and this one is ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342. T&Cs apply.
Rarely does a product come to the game of professional golf that is so quickly embraced by the pros. Shade Precision Eyewear is that product. Go to SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and find out why Shade sunglasses are trusted by tour players and their caddies. Shade is so confident in their product, they're offering a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and use the code SPRING to receive 20% off your order. That's SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and the code SPRING to experience golf's finest eyewear.
Can't get enough baseball? Start streaming MLB Network today. Get up to 15 out-of-market games a week live on any device, plus 24/7 access to MLB Network's award-winning shows, including live game look-ins and exclusive player interviews. And hear live...
Mookie Betts will lead off here in the Dodger half of the 5th inning. 4-2, Dodgers leading Miami, and the lefty Anthony Veneziano stays on to pitch. So's the third base side of the rubber. Mookie waits. Pitch on the way, inside and low. 1 ball and no strikes. Dodgers got a run in the 2nd inning on a home run by Max Muncy, his first of the season. He picked up 3 more in the 3rd, largely because of a 2-run base hit by Betts. He pops this one up. First base side, foul ground, and Mervis right near the side wall, able to play it. He makes the catch for the out. And the second time today that Betts has flied out foul to Matt Mervis.
Speaking of Mookie Betts, going to be his bobblehead night May 13th against the A's, and the first 40,000 fans in attendance are going to take home the Mookie Betts bobblehead, presented by Security Benefit. Come on out and join us. More information, Dodgers.com/promotions.
Freeman is 1 for 2. Left on left battle here, and Freddie swings and misses. No balls and 1 strike. Veneziano started him with an inside fastball. Edwards playing up the middle, the shortstop. Center fielder Sanchez over toward left center for Freeman. Outside and low with a slider, and it's 1-1. Well, the clouds over the ballpark pretty much gone. They're just off in the distance near the San Gabriels. As Freddie fouls it off to the left and out of play. Again, it was overcast all morning, chilly. You can almost feel the moisture in the air. But as the afternoon has gone on, it has really cleared up exceptionally well here. Freddie backs away from an inside pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Freddie Freeman. Freeman looks out. Veneziano the stretch, kicks, fires, and it is lifted up in the air to left field, playable for Wagaman, and he is over there to get it. 2 down. Well, the Angels and Mariners in Seattle playing right now, top of the second inning. Angels have jumped out to a 1-0 lead early. The standings through almost the first month, or first full month, you should say, of the season. And Seattle starts the day a game ahead of Houston. The Astros just a game back, and again, they're trailing in the top.
Are you facing the challenges of cancer? At Cochise Oncology, we understand your journey. With over 65 years of experience, we help you conquer cancer closer to home. Using innovative genetic tests, Cochise Oncology provides personalized cancer treatments in Sierra Vista. The first in Arizona, our state-of-the-art Radixact treats your cancer with pinpoint radiation. Cochise Oncology, where cancer meets compassion. Healing begins here.
You know the comforts of home are as nourishing to the soul as playing a good game, Cancer, but they can get lost when you're on the road. Step up to the plate as a host and bring everyone together to enjoy a good meal or movie. The team will leave so satisfied that you're sure to win the next time you're on the field.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The triple play of flavor. With meal deal packages to feed any size group. Everyone loves Shakey's classic thin crust pizza, golden fried chicken, and crispy Mojo potatoes. Get it to go at Shakey's.com or watch the game at your local Shakey's with an ice cold pitcher of beer, piping hot pizza, and a mountain of Mojos. Share the good times at Shakey's today.
2 outs, space is clear, bottom of the 5th inning, 4-2 Dodgers. Anthony Bender's 12th appearance. He's 1-1 and a 1.64 ERA. Teoscar Hernandez hitless in 2 trips to the plate. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 3rd. And he swings and fouls it off to the right, strike 1. The pitching change is presented by Navian HVAC and heater products. Water heater products. Your water and a heater together.
Yeah. Combined them.
There it is. 0-1 pitch. And Teoscar loops it into right center. That's a base hit. And a 10-game hitting streak for Teoscar Hernandez. National League leader in runs batted in with 31's down there at first base. And Andy Pages, who extended his hitting streak from 7 to 8 games with an RBI single in the 3rd, is now up with 2 down and 1 on. Pages hitting .298. And considering where he started the season, that is just remarkable that he's up flirting with 300 now. Takes a strike from Bender. Bender, big right-hander, first base side of the rubber, delivers the 0-1 pitch to Pages. And Andy swings and pops it up foul over the first base dugout and up into the seats. 2 strikes on Pages. Bender, sinker slider guy. He pitched on Monday here. Pitched an inning of hitless and scoreless with 1 walk. 0-2 pitch to Andy Pages. Way outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Hicks, the catcher, crouches back down behind the plate. And now he sticks his knee down on the ground, right knee. There goes Teoscar for second base. Pitch is low and in the dirt, and Teoscar swipes second base easily. For Teoscar, his 3rd stolen base of the season.
think his speed catches some people by surprise. If he times it right, difficult to do anything at all.
From the catcher's perspective, you got your right knee down. The pitch is a sinker in the dirt. Makes it really difficult just to receive the ball and then release it accurately down to second. And Pages fouls it away to the right.
You're down so low, and you know, catchers have one leg can even be extended, the back of the leg almost on the ground. It takes a while to get up into a throwing position. Well, the runner's not waiting for you to get up. Runner's already taken off.
Stretch by Bender. Teoscar leads at second. 2-2. Teoscar's heading for third. The pitch goes to the backstop. He's got third easily. Connor Norby with 2 outs and a right-handed batter up was playing way back deep. And Teoscar takes advantage and he gets to third. And now it's a 3-2 count on Pages.
Third stolen base of the afternoon for the Dodgers. They stole 4 bases last night.
And Teoscar's got half that this inning. Payoff pitch to Pages. Here it comes from Anthony Bender. And he swings and chops one foul up the third baseline.
Been remarkable for Pages. You're given the batting average and the fact he's extended his hitting streak to 8 consecutive games. On the 22nd, so if we go back to a week ago Tuesday, Andy Pages started the ball game hitting 159 was all.
So in that short period of time, Mo, raising your average from 159 up to 298, that's remarkable.
Yeah. I mean, it's just under 100 at bats. It's early in the season, yes, but he has been on a torrid pace.
Payoff pitch from Bender to Pages coming. And here it is. And it's outside ball 4, and Pages draws the 2-out walk. And there will be runners at the corners for Max Muncy. Muncy homered in his first at bat. He got that piano off his back, as he hadn't homered yet this season. Probably the latest he's ever gone in a full season where he hasn't homered by the end of April. Runners lead first and third. 2 down, and Bender throws to Muncy. Muncy swings, hits a high fly ball to left. It's very shallow. Coming in is Wagaman. He'll make the play, and the Dodgers will leave 2. They get 1 hit. And after 5 full, it's the Dodgers 4, Marlins 2.
This is AM 570 LA Sports.
Live on DAZN Worldwide, May 2nd and 3rd, Garcia versus Romero and Canelo versus Skull. Friday from 6 p.m. Eastern, Garcia returns in a history-making Times Square takeover. 24 hours later, Saturday from 7 p.m. Eastern, King Canelo faces undefeated Skull for the undisputed crown. May 2nd and 3rd, a knockout weekend of boxing. Pick one or go all in for only $90, exclusively on DAZN. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
Breaking news and this ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342. T&Cs apply.
Rarely does a product come to the game of professional golf that is so quickly embraced by the pros. Shade-In Precision Eyewear is that product. Go to SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and find out why Shade-In sunglasses are trusted by tour players and their caddies. Shade-In is so confident in their product, they're offering a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and use the code SPRING to receive 20% off your order. That's SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and the code SPRING to experience golf's finest eyewear.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means?
Sanchez, the center fielder. Agustin Ramirez, the designated hitter, and the left fielder, Eric Wagaman. 7 strikeouts in the game so far for Gonsolin in his 2025 debut. He deals a curveball that is cut on and missed by Sanchez.
Very pitch efficient through 5 innings. Gonsolin made just 63 pitches. 46 in the strike zone.
He's in good shape right now. Nothing in 1 to count as Gonsolin deals. Swung on, ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit by Sanchez. For Jesus Sanchez.
That will probably activate the Dodgers bullpen sometime very soon. Roberts again talking to Mark Pryor in the third base Dodger dugout.
Third hit of the series for Sanchez. Held on by Freddie Freeman. Now Ramirez, right-handed bat. And he will take a slider for a strike. Kike Hernandez very close to second base. And with Freeman holding Sanchez on, there's no defense on the right side of the infield practically. Throw to first base, and Sanchez dives back. One stolen base for Jesus Sanchez on the season. Tony twists into the stretch, set to go, and there goes Sanchez with a huge jump and a break for the Dodgers as Ramirez swings and fouls it off.
I tell you what, there's not a defense in the world. Sanchez started to go, and Gonsolin was still in the stretch position. He had not even started his delivery to home.
Well, that early in the count, too, you wonder. Well, I guess Ramirez thought he had a good pitch to hit. It was a slider, but down low in the zone. Anyway, the 0-2 to Ramirez from Tony Gonsolin. He swings and he hits it up in the air to left field. Michael Conforto comes in and over a little bit to his glove side left. He'll drop it. Oh, he dropped a routine fly ball. Throw to second. Too late to get they're calling it a forced play. Edwin Moscoso called the runner out on a force, but it looked very late. And the Marlins are going to peek at this, and we'll see if they want to challenge it.
Conforto just clanged it, but
they don't want to challenge.
Degree of difficulty. I mean, you're looking at a big, bright sun now. There's nothing but blue sky above it. Conforto is wearing sunglasses, but the ball hit on the heel of the glove and clanged out.
Well, from our angle, it looked like he was safe, but looking at it from another angle, it just barely got him. So they do get an out on the play anyway. It's what they would have had to begin with. And you trade Sanchez, a faster runner, for Ramirez, a slower runner at first. One on, one out. 0-1 to Wagaman. Right-handed bat facing Tony Gonsolin. Tony steps off the back of the rubber momentarily. Now digs back in on the first base side.
You don't see that too often. Fielder's choice. They scored 7-4 in the putout.
You do not. Big swing and a miss at a slider. 0-2 to Wagaman. Conforto's breathing a sigh of relief too because he doesn't get charged for the error. Now the Dodgers do get some action in the bullpen. Evan Phillips, right-hander, throwing. 0-2 pitch. That's low. Dodgers up by a pair, 4-2.
Ramirez, he's no threat to be running, trying to steal. To say he had a short lead is an understatement.
He
could fall back to the bag and part of his body would be in foul territory.
Exactly. 1-2. Swing and a miss. He chased the splitter. And that is strikeout number 8 for Tony Gonsolin. Wagaman goes down swinging. Two away for the Marlins in the top of the 6th inning. Kyle Stowers has 2 hits. Single and a 2-run home run. He's responsible for both Marlins runs. Throw to first, runner back. But Stowers has been the offense for Miami this afternoon. And the pitch to him. He swings and he hits it to left center field. That's going to be past Pages. Pages dove for it. It got by him. Conforto backing up. Here comes Ramirez around third, and he will score to make it a 4-3 game. Andy Pages trying a do-or-die play in left center field, and the ball skipped past him. And now the Marlins have the tying run in scoring position.
So a very good job by Conforto. If he's not backing up this play, it's at least a triple.
And Will Smith goes out, Austin Barnes, beg your pardon. Austin Barnes goes out and has a conversation with Tony Gonsolin. This mound visit brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice. Stowers 3 for 3. So he gets an RBI double. He has all 3 runs batted in. Ramirez scoring. And as well as Gonsolin has pitched, you would figure this game wouldn't be as close as it is. But just 1 run separates them. And Connor Norby, the third baseman, is 0 for 2. Fly to center and struck out swinging. Stowers leads at second base, and Gonsolin fires home. And an appeal at first base on a check swing. He did not go. It'll be ball 1. Dodgers won game 1 Monday night in extra innings. Had to come from behind to do it. There's a 1-0 in there for a called strike. And then last night, just an absolute boat race, 15-2. Dodgers won, and that was actually a comeback win because they went down 1-0 in the first. So technically it's a comeback win. The Dodgers have 13 comeback wins this year. 1-1 pitch. Curveball, beauty. Bent the knees of Norby, and he took it for a strike. One ball, 2 strikes to Connor Norby. 2 outs. Stowers leads at second base. Gonsolin ready to throw. And the right-hander's pitch. Strike 3 called. A slider outside corner, knee high. 9 strikeouts for Tony Gonsolin. But the Marlins get a run on 2 hits. They leave a man. And at the end of 5.5, it's the Dodgers 4, Marlins 3.
LA's best sports star.
That's a good endorsement.
Live on DAZN Worldwide, May 2nd and 3rd, Garcia versus Romero and Canelo versus Skull. Friday from 6 p.m. Eastern, Garcia returns in a history-making Times Square takeover. 24 hours later, Saturday from 7 p.m. Eastern, King Canelo faces undefeated Skull for the undisputed crown. May 2nd and 3rd, a knockout weekend of boxing. Pick one or go all in for only $90, exclusively on DAZN. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
Breaking news. Ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342. T&Cs apply.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive.
Baseball continues on its official home.
Hernandez leads off for the Dodgers in the bottom of the 6th inning. Dodgers up 4-3. And Bender out there throws one by Kike. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Kike 0 for 2. Grounded to third. Struck out swinging. Well, the Marlins have just been picking away. They got 2 on a home run by Stowers in the 4th. And 1 more on a double by Stowers in the 6th. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Kike Hernandez. Dodgers got 1 in the 2nd, 3 in the 3rd, nothing since. 1-1 pitch. That's outside. Alex Vesia throwing in the Dodger bullpen. Evan Phillips has sat down, so it looks like Vesia will come in for the 7th. After Tony Gonsolin went 6 strong. Kike grounds it to second. Otto Lopez on the in-between hop, drops it and fumbles it, and Kike is safe on an error by Lopez. Dodgers have the leadoff man aboard in the 6th. Michael Conforto 0 for 1 with a walk. Walked and scored in the 3rd. Struck out swinging last time up in the 4th inning. Conforto still at 161. Kike back to first, standing on a throw over by Bender. Now remember, Conforto dropped that ball in left field, and if you're saying, well, why didn't he get an error? Well, because they got a forced play out of it at second base, and nobody else advanced the base, so it's almost the same as a ground ball to short in that situation. Swinging a ground ball to second this time. Lopez goes to Edwards, back to first, 4-6-3, double play, and Conforto is in a tough spot right now. He's hit into a couple of double plays in this series. 2 down, bases empty.
You know, just flashed through my mind is it. Was it 2 years ago? The Dodgers were in Pittsburgh watching the Pirates have an early workout. They were working on the double play ball from the second baseman to shortstop. They were using a football. That's right, they were using a football. Second baseman would hold the football and make the backhand toss to the shortstop coming across the bag.
Austin Barnes is 2 for 2.
So I asked why. And someone did some research and asked some questions in the Pirates. They said, well, they want to make sure that the second baseman has the thumb down when they make the backhanded toss. I said, well, how else can it be?
You try to make a backhanded toss with your thumb up. See what happens.
Yes.
Nothing will happen. Nothing good. Pitch outside.
In fact, I still have that video.
I know you do.
I took the video from the booth, which is about 1.5 miles from the field.
I was there when you took the video, and I
using
remember
the
your
football
reaction.
Because we want on the backhand toss, we want to make sure second baseman has a thumb down. That's the only way you can make the backhand toss.
2-0, ground ball toward the middle. Edwards bobbles, and he drops it. And Barnes is safe. And Barnes will get a base hit. That was up the middle, and Edwards had to go a long way to get there. And Clayton McCullough is going to come out and get Bender. So 2 men on now as Shohei Ohtani's coming up. It's Chevy Truck Month. There's no better time to do what you do best than a Chevy Silverado. Shop now at SoCalChevy.com. Well, Bender not helped out by his defense at all. And the Marlins will have to make a pitching change as Ohtani comes up with Barnes at first. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. The score, the Dodgers 4, Marlins.
Helping your inner circle prepare for emergencies can start in many ways. Put together an emergency kit with WipeWall. Create a family communication plan with your tita. Remind Bai to keep a backup battery charged. It all starts with a simple step, telling those you care about to be ready for the worst. So start a conversation and plan for emergencies together. Get more tips at ready.gov/start. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Are you ready to round the bases with Base Balderdash? Today's phrase is small ball. Do you know what it means? Small ball. Advancing base runners methodically, 1 base at a time, often with the sacrifice fly or bunt.
It's a nice job all the way around here for the Rangers and playing a little bit of small ball.
Expand your vocabulary with the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Participating locations only.
The Marlins bullpen. He pitched on Monday night here, gave up a hit, struck out 2 in a full inning of work. This pitching change brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, or 15-minute drive-through oil change. with locations throughout Southern California. 4-3, Dodgers with the lead. Austin Barnes at first base. 9th appearance of the season for Tinoco, and the pitch to Ohtani. Swings and misses at a slider. Ohtani's 0 for 3 today. He's popped up twice to the shortstop Edwards. Reached on the fielder's choice in the third, stole a base and scored a run. 0-1 pitch. Slider downstairs, check swing, and it's now 1 ball and 1 strike. Ohtani's current batting average at .281. 7 home runs, 10 runs batted in. Pitch to Ohtani, low and in. And it's now 2-1 to Shohei. Austin Barnes at first, 3 hits today. That ties a career high for him in a game. Striding off of first, the pitch to Shohei, swing and a miss, a slider down low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jesus Tinoco. Today is his birthday. He is 30 years old today. Now a 2-2. And Ohtani lets it go down and in. 3-2. Barnes will run with the pitch. Tinoco, red leather glove, looks toward the plate. Here's the sign. And now comes set at the belt. Payoff pitch to Ohtani with the runner going, and that's low ball 4. Ohtani walks. Second time he's been on base in the ball game. And with 2 outs, there are 2 on for Mookie Betts. And Liam Hicks, the catcher, out to issue the external signs to the defense. With 2 outs. Barnes off of second base, Ohtani off of first. First pitch to Betts is down low, and Tinoco hits the deck. Well, he's got to pick himself up and dust himself off. He ended up down on the front slope of the mound. Like he caught a spike with his left shoe, and it knocked him down. He's up and he's okay. The ball 1 to Betts. Dodgers lead by a run in the bottom of the 6th. As Tinoco out of the stretch works to Betts. Slider cut on and missed. Tinoco's got the good slider. And he has been somewhat of a weapon for the Marlins out of the bullpen so far this season. Veteran right arm. 1-1, and Mookie hits the ball high in the air to center field, over toward left center and deep. Back it goes to the wall. It's off the warning track and off the wall. Barnes around third. He scores. Here comes Ohtani in to score. Betts around second, and he is into third with a 2-out, 2-run triple. Well, how do you like that? Mookie Betts makes it 6-3. 4 runs batted in this afternoon for Mookie Betts.
Well, checking the flags, the wind started to blow out about 15 minutes ago. Well, it helped a little bit, but not a particularly great route at all by Sanchez, the center fielder. He just kept drifting in the ball, looked a little lost, looking up into the sun. A big blast by Betts.
Now Freddie Freeman with 2 outs. Takes inside ball 1. So some 2-out lightning off the bat of Mookie Betts. And another multi-hit game for Mookie. Infield back with 2 down. 1-0 to Freddie is in for a strike. And that's what it's going to take for Betts to get that average back up again. And out of the 240s. Just to put together some multi-hit efforts. Something that's not unusual at all for Mookie Betts to do. 1-1 to Freeman is downstairs, and it's now 2-1.
Well, for Betts, it's familiar territory, runners in scoring position. Over the last 3 years, he's hitting .360. That's second best in baseball. Only Luis Arias with San Diego with a higher average.
2-1 to Freeman. He swings and he drives one deep to right field. It is back. It is gone. A home run for Freeman. A 2-run shot. And the Dodgers lead it 8-3. Freddie Freeman with home run number 5. Well, he got a slider that was hung over the middle right in the go zone, and that ball ended up in the right field pavilion. 406 feet, over 110 miles per hour off the bat, as Freddie Freeman drives in 2 more runs, and the Dodgers lead it by 5 runs.
So Betts, second best average the last 3 years. Runners in scoring position. Freddie Freeman, not to be outdone by much, the 4th best average in that time.
So in this inning, 1 run belongs to Anthony Bender. The rest belong to Jesus Tinoco. And Freddie Freeman with his 40th home run against the Marlins. That's the most home runs he's ever hit against any other opponent. Of course, being in the division when you played each other more often, 19 times a year, back before the schedule changed when he was with the Braves. He hit a lot against Miami. 1-1 to Teoscar. He rips one to left field. That's a base hit. Teoscar rumbling around first, and he's going to take a huge turn and decide to stay at first base. Teoscar Hernandez with his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
A one-run home run by Freddie Freeman. Daniels Jewelers, proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond. Your family jewelers since 1948. Just visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet, along with $50 off a $99 coupon.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the world champion Dodgers audio network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Andy Pages takes strike 1. Pages 1 for 2. With a run batted in. He walked his last time up. Ball outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. So in this series against the Marlins, this is the 8th different multi-run inning that the Dodgers have put up. 1-1, that's down in the dirt. Blake Bacher, a right-hander, now throwing for Miami in the bullpen. Alex Vesia ready to go. He'll have the 7th after 6 very good innings out of Tony Gonsolin. Gonsolin striking out 9 Marlins. 2-1 pitch. Wave and a miss. You got to figure that Tony's going to see the Marlins in his next start, too, in Miami. Dodgers off tomorrow and then in Atlanta over the weekend. There goes Teoscar for second base. Pitches a ball. Throw down, not in time. Teoscar Hernandez has stolen 3 bases in this ballgame.
That's back-to-back games. The Dodgers as a team have swiped 8, but swing and a miss.
Well, that's going to be out. He was in there easily. Anyway, that's going to be the end of the 6th. So we go to the 7th.
Live on DAZN Worldwide, May 2nd and 3rd, Garcia versus Romero and Canelo versus Skull. Friday from 6 p.m. Eastern. Garcia returns in a history-making Times Square takeover. 24 hours later, Saturday from 7 p.m. Eastern, King Canelo faces undefeated Skull for the undisputed crown. May 2nd and 3rd, a knockout weekend of boxing. Pick one or go all in for only $90. Exclusively on DAZN. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
Breaking news. Never ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342. T&Cs apply.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Nissan. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco.
Right to your mobile device.
LA Dodgers baseball continues on its official.
Three Dodgers with the lead. Just a pointed explanation as to what happened there at the end of the inning. The home plate umpire, Chris Guccione, did not make a call. He may have made it verbally on the field, but he didn't make a physical call as Andy Pages struck out looking. Never swung the bat. And the catcher, Liam Hicks, was not very convinced either because he threw down to second as though he had a play on Teoscar. Teoscar was safe and called safe by Edwin Moscoso, the umpire there. And then after the fact, the clarification by Guccione that was a called third strike on Pages, who stood at the plate not realizing it was a called third strike. So either way, that ended the sixth, and we go to the seventh. Dodgers with a 5-run lead after a 4-run sixth inning. And Vesia deals a 2-0 in for a strike.
A couple of defensive changes. Kike Hernandez moves from second to first, and Miguel Rojas now takes over at second base.
There's the lefty Vesia dealing to Sanoja, who's in the game. Played left field yesterday, also pitched. Javier Sanoja, he fouls a pitch away. Sanoja hitting for Mervis. Clayton McCullough getting a right-handed bat in there. Mervis, a left-handed hitter. Tony Gonsolin, what a day for the Catman. 2-2 is up high, 3-2. 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 earned runs, no walks, 9 strikeouts. And for Gonsolin, in terms of pitches, 80 pitches, 59 of those good for strikes. Very good. And he's in line for a victory. 3-2, swing and a miss, and Sanoja out on strikes. Vesia comes back to strike him out. Shakey's Pizza Parlor is the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game day, it's group day at Shakey's.com. Otto Lopez, the second baseman, batted. Lopez, born in Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic, but grew up in Montreal. One of 3 Canadians, if you will, on this Marlins roster. Liam Hicks from Toronto. Of course, the starting pitcher, Cal Quantrill, from Port Hope, Ontario. 0-1 to the right-handed hitter. Lopez takes strike 2.
For the Marlins, this is their 33rd season. They have never finished in first place. Well, they won 2 World Series, 97 against then the Indians, 2003 against the Yankees.
0-2 pitch coming from Alex Vesia to Otto Lopez. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Good changeup.
There's been a challenge for the Marlins to try and figure out fire sales after each of those world championships. And they have finished with losing records in 24 of their first 32 seasons.
And now it's going to be Liam Hicks, the catcher, number 9 hitter, batting. Left on left matchup here. Pitch outside. And over their 32-plus year history, they have called 2 different stadiums home. The current one, Marlins Park, indoors and out with the retractable roof. And then, of course, where the Dolphins play, which was a number of different names. In fact, I think the last year it had 1 name for baseball season and 1 name for football season.
Well, dual purpose, 2 different names.
1-1 the count as Vesia fires home, and he gets the slider in for a strike. Gets ahead of him 1-2. But that was an interesting park to play in, outdoors in Miami in the summer. The grounds crew always on its toes. And a 1-2 from Vesia to Hicks. That's up high. And when the Dolphins would start playing, The end zone was kind of behind home plate. One end zone and the other end zone in center field. So the middle of the field got pretty chewed up. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a foul back to the screen.
I think back, so did Oakland when the Raiders are playing in that same stadium.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Liam Hicks.
And both times those stadiums got chewed up right at postseason, where it was really imperative to make good plays.
2-2 outside, 3-2. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you know, in May, June, and July, it's nice to have a nice field. But in August, when they start their preseason games and then the regular season games in September, and that's when you're getting ready for the stretch run in the postseason. 3-2, fouled back.
Well, the fields are in so much better shape today. I mean, they are just superbly manicured. It's like going onto a putting green, if you will. But there were some ballparks over the years that you go out and the first thing you ask is, what time did the rodeo end today?
Payoff pitch from Vesia to Liam Hicks. Swung out and fouled off to the left and way out of play.
The Dodgers are headed to a ballpark, well, not to the ballpark, to a city that used to have a ballpark 3 stadiums ago. The Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. That was like taking life in your own hands on a ground ball at times.
That's why they're on their 3rd stadium. 3-2 pitch. Swung on, put into play, shallow left. Coming in is Conforto. He'll look up, glasses on. He makes the catch. And the side is retired, and Vesia retires the side in order in the top of the 7th inning. Stretch time at Dodger Stadium. It's the Dodgers 8, Marlins 3.
AM 570.
LA's best sports talk.
The real live on DAZN Worldwide. May 2nd and 3rd. Garcia versus Romero and Canelo versus Skull. Friday from 6 p.m. Eastern. Garcia returns in a history-making Times Square takeover. 24 hours later, Saturday from 7 p.m. Eastern. King Canelo faces undefeated Skull for the undisputed crown. May 2nd and 3rd, a knockout weekend of boxing. Pick one or go all in for only $90. Exclusively on DAZN. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
Breaking news, and this.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Nissan. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Do you know the following baseball slang? Today's phrase is eephus. Do you know what it means? Eephus, an extremely slow lobbed pitch with movement that can catch a hitter off guard.
Eephus pit never gets old.
Bottom of the 8th inning, 9-3 Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani will lead off. Robert Arias called up from AAA recently, pitching for the Marlins, a right-hander out of Maracay, Venezuela. So Arias gets set to throw, and the pitch to Ohtani is outside ball 1. Ohtani hitless in the game today. He has reached base twice, however. Scored 2 runs, stolen a base. Other than that, 0 for 2. 6th appearance of the season for Arias. And Ohtani bangs it foul off the front of the first base dugout. Shop the new Dodgers World Series champion gold collection at MLBshop.com. Embellished with gold accents and scripts. Get the gear that celebrates the glory of last season's journey. Ohtani hits the ball to center field and deep. This ball heading back to the wall. It is over the glove of Sanchez and off the wall. Ohtani burning around second. He's on his way to third. And Ohtani with a pop-up slide, safe at third. Sanchez got back there, but the ball just ended up over his glove.
Dodgers' 3rd triple of the afternoon.
And for Ohtani, his 3rd triple of the season. Chris Taylor will have his first plate appearance today. Right-handed batter. Infield is back. Dodgers leading by 6 runs at this point in the game. Taylor swings and misses. Dodgers arranged a simulated game yesterday on the field here for Chris. Had a pitcher from Rancho Cucamonga come over and pitch to him. 0-1, swings and fouls it back, and it's 0-2. Unusual, though, to see a sim game for a player who's not hurt, not coming back from the IL and on the active roster. Sometimes you'll see active players participating in a sim game for a pitcher who's working to come back. Ohtani leads at third, and here comes an 0-2 pitch. Way outside, it missed everything. Here comes Ohtani to the plate. He slides. He's safe. Well, the throw from the backstop from Hicks to Arias is just a little bit high, and Ohtani scores on a wild pitch. It is 10-3.
That pitch wasn't even close. I mean, that would have been behind a left-handed batter.
Ohtani got a good break. He slid right over the foot of Arias, which was in the way. And the knee of Ohtani's game pants on the left knee is just torn to shreds right now. The sliding that he's done today. And now Taylor fouls one down the third base side. So you mentioned it, 3 triples in the game. And often asked the question, well, when's the last time that happened? How about May 14th, 2024 against the Giants? Gavin Lux, Mookie Betts, and Teoscar Hernandez all with triples. Today, Muncy, Betts, and Ohtani with triples. 2-2 to Taylor. He swings at a ball in the dirt and strikes out. Slider. And so Taylor is out, 1 away. And here's Miguel Rojas.
Taylor abandoned the opportunity to go to first on that ball that was in the dirt. Catcher had to run down to get it.
Today's game brought to you by First 5 California. 1 in 3 children are at risk of toxic stress, but there are things parents can do to help. Learn how to overcome it at first5california.com. Pitch to Rojas in the dirt. Miguel's got orange shoes on today. One-0 pitch, and that's a strike.
With Miguel when he plays, it's like giving you a fashion review when he takes the field on just the shoes.
I asked him a couple of weeks ago. I said, we were on the road. I said, how many pairs of shoes in different colors do you pack? Do you put in your equipment bag to take? He said at least 4.
Well, he has a shoe collection, first of all. A certain brand of tennis shoe.
And now a 1-2 pitch. This one is hit high in the air, deep to right center field, heading back toward the wall. It is fan interference. A fan reached over and grabbed it, and Edwin Moscoso, the second base umpire, was out there. He grabbed his wrist, indicating fan interference, so Rojas will end up with a double.
Well, I think Clayton McCullough is going to come out and say, hey, wait a minute. Okay, fan interference. Did my guy have the opportunity to make the catch? Was that interference in trying to make a play? The answer would be no. The center fielder wasn't close.
A fan reached over with a glove. The ball would have hit off the top of the wall. It wouldn't have gone out. But a fan of the home run seat reached into the field of play and made the catch. Rojas had a pretty good series, huh? He hit last night. He had 3 the first night. Now, in his first plate appearance in this one today, he's got a double. Dodgers leading 10-3 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Teoscar Hernandez had another big day. 2 singles, reached on the fielder's choice, stolen 2 bases. Arias ready to throw in the 0-1. That's outside. Let's give you another note on the triples, Mo. So last May 14th, the 3 triples in a game were all done in San Francisco. The last time it's happened at Dodger Stadium, it's been a while. Now the 1-1 pitch. Blown away. You have to go back to August 5th, 1970 against the Braves. Bill Russell had 2 of the 3. And Billy Grabarkowitz had the other one. 2-1 pitch, cut on and missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He used a kid with Grabarkowitz, call him alphabet soup name.
Yeah, just looking at it, figuring be a good Scrabble score. You got a Z in there, a W. 2-2 pitch, and it's way inside. Fastball at 94 from Arias. 15 hits for the Dodgers. They banged out a season high 18 last night. And 15 this afternoon so far. Rojas leads at second. Stretch in the delivery home. This ball is knocked down the left field side. That's a fair ball. It's going to roll into the corner and bounce into an area that becomes a ground rule double. Rojas will come in and score. It is now 11-3. Like it might have bounced up right over the short wall in the corner in foul territory. That ball was hit right down the line and then kicked foul once it hit the warning track in left field. Teoscar Hernandez with a 3-hit game. And his nationally leading 32nd run batted in. Andy Paez had an RBI hit in the 3rd to extend his hitting streak to 8 games. A slider on the inside part of the plate, good for a strike. (11-3) Dodgers, back-to-back games with double-digit runs on the board. And they are staring into the face of their 5th straight win and 21st win of the season. Yoendrys Gomez warming up for the Dodgers in the bullpen. He would pitch the 9th. Paez pops one up first base side by the dugout, and that's going to just barely get over the netting, bounce over the top of the dugout, and jump up into the seats. $47,192 on hand this afternoon. Just beats last night's crowd of 46,502. 0-2 pitch to Paez coming from Arias. Inside corner, got him, called strike 3. Threw a splitter at him. 2 outs, and here's Max Muncy.
Third base, number 13, Max Muncy.
Well, Muncy got the hard ones out of the way, but he's not going to have a chance to get enough at bats today. But he's got the home run and the triple. And the pitch high and away. That is ball 1 to Muncy. Either way, he's had a positive contribution in this game today, scoring 2 runs, 2 for 4. He's played some good defense at third, too. 1-0 pitch to Muncy. Low, ball 2. I mentioned Bill Russell, too, and the 2 triples in that game on August 5th, 1970 against the Braves. We see him around here every so often. Working for Major League Baseball.
Yep. Umpire evaluator. And for what I understand in talking to umpires, he writes very detailed, very good reports about observations of umpires and working each and every game.
3-0 pitch, and Muncy takes ball 4. I think it's interesting to have a former player and manager's perspective.
Well, you know, there was talk for a number of years ago about having official scorers as former players. I'm not exactly certain on the qualifications you have to have that. It used to be you had to have seen personally X number of games. Then there was a test that you took, and you had to be recommended by the local team.
Kike Hernandez stands in, takes a strike, because predominantly the umpire supervisors are former umpires. And as good as they are, and as smart as they are, and as experienced as they are, they still pretty much see it from one perspective.
Well, it gives you another look at it when you have a former player or someone else that is looking at it.
1 ball and 1 strike to Kike Hernandez.
The umpiring school that Major League Baseball holds, they still hold it now in what is called Jackie Robinson Training Center. It will always be historic Dodger Town. It's been designated as such.
1-1 is line past the shortstop Edwards into left field. Teoscar touches third. He'll come home and score. And for Kike Hernandez, that's 2 straight at bats with RBI singles. And the Dodgers now lead it 12-3. Muncy goes first to third on the play. Runners at the corners and 2 outs for Michael Conforto. Conforto is the only Dodger in the lineup today without a hit, so it's time for one now. He's been snake bit today. He hit into 2 double plays. And if Conforto can get a single here, it'd be a baker's dozen on the board. 12 runs on 17 hits.
Well, and they've gotten there. It's now 7 for 12 with runners in scoring position. This will be their 13th such attempt. They had 19 opportunities last night.
Conforto, left-handed batter. Runners at first and third. And out of the stretch is Arias. And he deals a strike. Slider outside half.
12-3. They're not holding Kike Hernandez at first, nor will he be going.
0-1 pitch to Conforto. Swing and a miss at a splitter down and away. 0-2. Austin Barnes on deck. It'll be the 4, 5, 6 hitters due up in the 9th for Miami. And they'll face Yoendrys Gomez. Dodgers just picked him up recently from the Yankees. Now the 0-2. Conforto bounces it foul past first. Chris Woodward there to make the play, the first base coach. He turns that ball into a souvenir. Up there in the second deck, he got it. Displaying a good arm. 0-2 to Conforto. Pitch. High and outside, 1-2. Well, this has turned into a glorious afternoon weather-wise, hasn't it? 73 degrees right now, blue skies.
And Dodgers leading.
And leading big. 1-2 pitch. Inside to Conforto. 2-2. Dodgers are looking for their 15th win at home. Currently 14-3 at home. 2-2 to Conforto. And he will look at ball 3 in the dirt. Nothing doing for Miami. At this point, there's no reason to use another pitcher. Same situation last night. They had Sanoja come in, Javier Sanoja, position player, come in and pitch. 3-2, and that's outside ball 4, and the bases are full of Dodgers. Two walks in the inning. So Austin Barnes will have a chance to get a 4th hit in the game. He's never done that.
The only out that he made was the hardest ball he's hit. He had an absolute rocket down to third, and a good stop by a good catch by Norby.
Bases loaded, 2 down. Pitch to Barnes. He swings, hits a drive down the left field side. It's hooking foul. It had the distance, but he hooked it. And that is a long and loud strike.
Well, Barnes has 1 career grand slam. It's his 48th such at bat with bases loaded.
Nothing in 1 pitch to Barnes. And he might have got a piece of him.
Well, he's looking in the dugout, but they don't know if he was hit. And if you don't know if you're hit, you probably were not hit.
I think he thinks it got part of his game jersey.
Even that, you would know it.
But it missed the button, I guess, so he's still at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the next offer, check swing, foul ball back to the screen. Even though you can't feel it like pain, feel it. When you get hit in the jersey or something, you know it. You can feel it. Barnes getting a chance to hit here, 1-2. As Arias goes into the stretch. Runners lead first, second, and third. 1-2. Slider swung on and missed. Strike 3. Dodgers send 9 men to the plate. They score 3 on 3 extra base hits, 4 hits total. And we will go to the 9th inning. 3 outs to get for the Dodgers. Yoendry's
live on DAZN Worldwide, May 2nd and 3rd. Garcia versus Romero and Canelo versus Skull. Friday from 6 p.m. Eastern. Garcia returns in a history-making Times Square takeover. 24 hours later, Saturday from 7 p.m. Eastern. King Canelo faces undefeated Skull for the undisputed crown. May 2nd and 3rd, a knockout weekend of boxing. Pick one or go all in for only $90. Exclusively on DAZN. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
Breaking news coming in ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. T&Cs apply.
Are you facing the challenges of cancer? At Cochise Oncology, we understand your journey. With over 65 years of experience, we help you conquer cancer closer to home. Using innovative genetic tests, Cochise Oncology provides personalized cancer treatments in Sierra Vista. The first in Arizona, our state-of-the-art Radixact treats your cancer with pinpoint radiation. Cochise Oncology, where cancer meets compassion. Healing begins here.
You know the comforts of home are as nourishing to the soul as playing a good game, Cancer, but they can get lost.
Are back to the field for more LA Dodgers baseball. And now we return to the Galpin Motors broadcast booth.
You don't have to go home, but you can.
Top of the 9th inning, Dodgers 12, Marlins 3. Yoendry Gomez takes over, 25-year-old right-hander out of Venezuela. Best drive of the game presented by Edmunds. See how much your car is worth at Edmunds.com. Freddie Freeman's home run in the 6th inning. The best drive of the game today. And a strike is called to Wagaman, the left fielder. So Yoendry Gomez made his Dodger debut Sunday. Got his first save. Struck out 4. Pitched 3 innings to finish up the game on Sunday against Pittsburgh. 1 ball, 1 strike to Wagaman. Dodgers got him on the 25th with a waiver claim. Gomez was designated for assignment. Dodgers picked him up, said we'll try him out. He pitched in 6 games for the Yankees. He went 1-1 with a 2.70 ERA. in 10 innings of work. 2-ball, 1-strike pitch from Yoendrys Gomez. At the knees for a called strike, a fastball at 93. Gomez first appeared for the Yankees in 2023. Had just one game then. 5 appearances last year. Swing and a miss, and he strikes out Wagaman. 1 down in the 9th. Top of the 9th, sponsored by Cars for Kids. Ready to donate your old car? Call 877 Cars for Kids now. Friendly agents are standing by to take your donation. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today. Kyle Stowers, he's had himself a bit of a day. 3 for 3. Single, double, home run. Swings at the first pitch, hits it deep to left center field. That ball's gone. It's a second home run for Stowers. An opposite field shot, and Stowers has doubled his home run production on the season from 2 to 4 to this afternoon. That was a no-doubter the other way.
Well, he's had a very impressive game.
That's a good news, bad news phone call home afterward. The good news, I got 2 home runs, went 4 for 4. Drove in 4 runs. What's the bad news? Well, they put 12 on us. So the first career multi-home run game for Kyle Stowers, and it's his first career 4-hit game. So big day for Stowers. 0-1 to Norby, the third baseman. He bangs it to left field. 1 hop for Conforto. And he'll get it in. It's a 1-out single for Connor Norby. And now Sanoja. And he pitched in last night's game, started in left field. He was up in the 6th inning and struck out swinging. 0 for 1 in the game is Sanoja. Right-handed batter, slightly open stance as he looks out at Gomez. Pitch in for a strike. Giants are in San Diego. 4-1 Padres. They're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Dodgers began the day a game in front of the Giants, game and a half in front of the Padres. So the Padre win, the Dodgers lead over the Giants would extend, but the Padres would stay put. 1-1, and that is down low. And if the Padres hang on, the Giants drop into 3rd. Bottom of the 6th inning in Seattle, 3-3 Angels and Mariners. 2-ball, 1-strike pitch now to Javier Sanoja. Swinging a foul back, and it's 2-2. Final score from Denver, Mo. The Rockies put 2 runs on the board today, and the Braves only put 1, so they win their 5th game of the year, 2-1 over Atlanta. Rockies are now 5-25, and the Braves dropped to 2 under 500 at 14-16, and await the Dodgers' arrival Friday.
So you're saying the Rockies are in an upswing?
Yep. 2-1 game at Coors Field, though. I don't see a lot of those.
No.
Sanoja walks, and now 2 men are on.
Well, everyone was shocked when Hideo Noah threw the no-hitter up at Coors Field. That can't be done. And in that game also, there was a rain delay in there. During the game, the rain delay.
Two men on base and 1 man out. And here is Otto Lopez. Was it last year or the year before we had the hail delay that looked like a snowstorm. Was that 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Where they had to have shovels in the dugouts and scoop out the hailstones.
And the field was covered in white. You don't normally see that with a hailstorm, but it was covered in white just like a snowstorm.
I have that video as well.
I'm sure you do.
Thumb down, though, using the shovel.
Now, when you do your videos, do you record them with your thumb down? Because if you did, that would mean you're recording it the right way with your phone
the play
sideways.
button, thumb down.
Right? 1-0 to Otto Lopez. Outside for a ball. So Gomez trying to throw strikes here. Up 12-4. And needs to throw some more strikes. 1 out in the ninth. There's a 2-0 pitch now to Lopez. Missing inside. Lopez 0 for 3. Struck out twice today. And gets way ahead of Gomez 3-0. The last thing the Dodgers want to have to do is get somebody else up in the pen. But Gomez having trouble right now as he delivers ball 4 low and away. And he's loaded the bases.
Well, that's just not going to get the job done. And the Dodgers know full well they came into this ball game today with a major league high 133 innings already. The workload by the bullpen. 133.
So just get an out here. You can trade a run for an out if you have to. And the strike is called to Liam Hicks, the number 9 hitter, the catcher who is 1 for 3.
Double play would work beautifully.
Chris Taylor deep at second base. Rojas playing behind the runner at short. Pitch a little bit outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Hicks looks out at Yoendrys Gomez. And Gomez comes set, glove up against his chest. The 1-1. Low. 2 balls and a strike. And he has been throwing fastballs. Just throw fastballs. Pitch to contact here if you want to. Time called at the plate.
Yeah. Contact in this spot is highly suggested.
Two balls, 1 strike. Runner at third is Norby. Sanoja at second. Lopez at first. The pitch. And a strike call. Fastball. Down the middle, just above the kneecaps. And it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the left-handed hitting catcher Liam Hicks. Shortstop Xavier Edwards on deck. And the 2-2 on the way. Tries a breaking ball and misses inside. 3-2. So Gomez fills up the count. And now set to go with a payoff pitch. And Hicks swings and fouls it away to the left. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID. This is the World Champion Dodgers Audio Network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
3 balls and 2 strikes to Hicks. Payoff pitch from Gomez on the way. He throws. And the ball is fouled off to the left again. It's up in the seats past the Dodger dugout. .25 pitches so far in the inning for Yoendrys Gomez. Cardinals beat the Reds 6-0. Game 1 of a doubleheader. Game 2 tonight. And the Tigers over the Astros 7-4 earlier today. This ball's ripped into right field to the corner. This could clear the bases. It's going to roll into the corner slowly. 1 run is in. Here comes 2. And now 3. It is a bases clearing double with 1 out in the 9th. And this is now a 12-7 ball game.
And that's going to produce not only a meeting of the mound, but a phone call to the bullpen.
So Hicks comes up with a 3-run double. It's his second hit of the game. He now has 15 runs batted in on the season. And the Dodgers were just trying to finish things off, but Yoendrys Gomez struck out Wagaman to start the inning. It was okay. Then Stowers the home run, Norby the single. He walked Sanoja, walked Lopez, and now gives up the bases clearing double to Hicks. Which doesn't help the ERA for sure. So Mark Pryor has delivered the message, and they are going to get somebody up. Let's see who starts to throw here momentarily. Still a 5-run lead though, 12-7. Tanner Scott. Well, there's a guy that you really didn't want to have to use today. But now the Dodger closer is getting up and throwing. And the batter is Xavier Edwards, hitting from the left side against the right-hander Gomez. Swings and misses at a ball down and in. No balls, 1 strike. Nothing in 1 to Edwards, who is hitless today in 4 trips to the plate. Gomez set to throw. He kicks, fires. And the ball hit in the air to left field over toward the line. Conforto looking up into the bright blue sky. He makes the catch for out number 2. And now the Marlins down to their last out. Jesus Sanchez coming up. Sanchez with a hit in 4 at-bats this afternoon. Sanchez digging in from the left side, winds the bat around a few times, looks out. Gomez out of the stretch, checks second. Sends one to the plate, breaking ball in for a strike. 0-1. Dodgers need 1 more out. Tonight off, tomorrow off. And then back to it on Friday in Atlanta. Ground ball, diving stop along the first base line. Kike, he gets up, runs to first, steps on the bag, and that is the ball game. What a play by Kike Hernandez to take a double away from Sanchez and end this ball game. The Dodgers win it by a 12-7 score over the Marlins to go to 21-10. The Marlins dropped to 12-18. They've lost 5 straight. The Dodgers have won 5 straight and go to 15-3 at home. 12-7.
All right, chat. All right. We got Dodgers win it. 12-7 is your final. 12-7 is your final. Gonsolin with the win. Quantrill with the loss. I think I left betting open like an idiot. Let me fix that real quick. Let me go fix this real quick, y'all. But tomorrow is an off day for the Dodgers anyway. I don't know if I'll stream something or not. To be determined. But this is it for April, y'all. This is pretty much it for April. Thank you for all the support. Close. Pick winner. And complete. All right, there were some bets on the Marlins today. But I want to say good day, Gracie. Thank you to everybody for being in here today. We're going to get about 2,400 views, 85 likes. I was starting to sweat there. I thought you guys said it was 5.5. We'll see you, Lightborn Adventures. We'll see you, buddy. We'll see you. All right, so what? Kings tonight? I'm going to watch that OKC game when it starts. Love the broom action, says Ella Shiva. Alrighty, I'm out, y'all. Valhalla Sports Talk is off the air. Have a great rest of your Wednesday, y'all. Have a great rest of your Wednesday or Tuesday, and we'll see you on Thursday for Dodgers versus Braves. Dodgers Braves starting on Thursday here on the channel. A 4 o'clock start.